like it. All right, now save some of that because we're going to be here for a minute. I am Mu Cuzzo, and this is the Positive Vibes Only Comedy Festival, free, and it's in honor of mental health awareness because that is very important nowadays. You know what? I got some resources that actually give you the professional definitions of different mental illnesses because we're not supposed to call people crazy, which is hard. We live in a world full of crazy people. Ain't it? Like, people need help. And so that's why I got this. Because when I'm talking about people, I'm talking about y'all. You need help. We all need help. And there's help here available. Especially if you look like me, your family might have just started talking about therapy a couple years ago. And just getting into it. But now that we know that therapy is a good thing, we got to figure out what does that mean? How much does it cost? How do I pay for it? How do I get to it? So we got some resources right here for you. Everybody get a free tote bag with that information and we keep that going, all right? But I know that's not why y'all really came. Y'all really came to laugh at some people that should have went to therapy growing up. Ain't that right? I know it. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to get this thing started. I am Mu Cuzzo. Y'all going to see me all evening. I'm going to be in and out. But so first, the first portion of this festival is what I call the 804 Showrunners Showcase. There is a lot of stand-up comedy in Richmond, Virginia. It is very rich with underground comedy. And so I got about over a dozen of showrunners that do open mics and showcases in this area that's going to come give you 5 minutes apiece, let you know a little bit about who they are. And if you like them, you can follow any one of them on Comedy RVA on Instagram and figure out where their rooms is at and what they're doing. So the first guy that I'm bringing out, he's going to be the host. He runs a barrel full of laughs at some brewery. I don't know what it's called. He'll probably tell you. But that's every Friday that they feel like it, because don't let his whiteness fool you. He is ghetto. My bad. Y'all see me? I'm an automatic driver. I just grabbed the first stand I saw. All right, so look, we're going to get this started. He is going to host the first step. He's going to bring up our showrunners one at a time before we get to the next portion, which is the improv. But before that, are y'all ready for some comedy? Make some noise. Keep it going for Will, Minor.
Every day is the day that the bar drops. When I walk, I might stagger over, but I promise you that I'm sober.
Keep it going for Mu Cuzzo, the only comedian who is sweatier than me. Holy shit, someone get me a towel. I feel like Cat Williams up here. Oh my goodness, give it up for yourselves, everybody. Welcome to the Positive Vibes Comedy Festival. Oh my goodness, hosted by the wonderful Brambly Park. My name is Will Minor, and I will be your undeniable host of festivities this evening. And ladies and gentlemen, I am so excited to see I will not be alone on this stage this evening. I am joined by DJ LeBlanc, everybody. Give it up for DJ LeBlanc. Everybody say Monsieur, Bonjour, and Baguette and Cargo. It's Monsieur LeBlanc. Barry Pete, I fucked that up so bad. I did not talk to him before the show, and now we are here. And folks, like I like to say at the top of every one of my performances, if you don't want to clap for me, if you don't want to clap for any of the comedians you see tonight, please, everybody, right now, can we give a big round of applause to the bartenders and the barkeeps right now? Come on, everybody, show them some love. Also, our vendors, everybody, check them out. They're selling cool stuff. These guys got cigars. I might check it out later. They got cool tinctures over there. Please check them out and support all these awesome local businesses like you will support all the awesome local comedians you will see here tonight. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, I am so excited. It is a veritable cavalcade of stars this evening. It is a literal who's who of Richmond comedy coming out here tonight, and I will be your Joan Rivers announcing each one of them as they come across this star-studded red carpet. Are you all ready for a fantastic performance?
Yeah!
Hell yeah! I hope you don't mind. I'm just gonna get you all warmed up with a couple of quickies. I'm just gonna get you all warmed up. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Will Minor. I am a former United States service member. Thank you, sir. You are right to cheer. They don't let just anyone into the park service. They don't let just anyone throw rocks at squirrels. I'm also an Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius, Libra Moon, and other Aquarii out there. Hell yeah, one brave, one up front. Nice. Some very quiet people in the back. I can still see you. Come join us up front. Come join the Aquarii up front, people in the back. Oh, goodness. Yeah, see if you agree with this, Fred. I recently looked up I Googled the resume for the Aquarius. See if you agree with this. Apparently, Aquarius are very moody, very self-reliant, and we have trouble looking people in the eye. Would you say that's true? Yes. He didn't look me in the eye. That's true. I also thought, when I read that definition, I was like, holy shit. I'm not an Aquarius, I'm autistic. Hell yeah, so are you, brother. I also like trains and dinosaurs. You're my kind of guy. You got a flat cap and everything. I made a horrible decision this evening, ladies and gentlemen. I made a horrible choice. I decided to ride my bike here. That was a bad move. I am dying of sweat. Anybody other cyclists out there? Any other bike riders out there? Brutal. Oh my God. I feel like I'm on a bike right now when you all are in cars just passing me. Oh my goodness. But you know, it's really fun. I actually really enjoy biking in Richmond. I get to do a lot of gigs here. I get to bike to a lot of my shows here. You know, I get to like drive to all the bars and the breweries. It's really nice. It's very convenient. But I always notice you always get the same look whether you're biking to a brewery or whether you're biking away from one. People just look at you and they're just like, wow, that guy definitely has a DUI. That guy, like, that's not cardio. That's court ordered. Someone had to tell that guy to do that. Oh my goodness. Someone get me a do-rag. I'm starting to Cedric the Entertainer. My goodness, I'm melting up here. Oh boy. Well, I'll probably just get out of here. Oh boy. Any mental disorders out there? That's what this festival's all about, right? It's all about the mental disorders. Hell yeah, any mental disorders out there? Fuck yeah, where are my depressed people at? Where are the depressed people? Come on now. Where are my anxious people? Come on now. Where are the bipolars? I'm feeling the Holy Spirit tonight! Okay, not a Baptist crowd. I can dig it. More Lutheran. But I don't know, folks. I know, like Mu said, we're not supposed to joke about mental disorders. These are very serious topics. These are very serious things, sir. You're not supposed to joke about mental disorders. But I'm about to try. Because, lady, I can't help myself. I just think, I understand mental disorders are very serious things. These are very serious topics. These are very tremendous mental burdens. But at the same time, I feel like mental disorders are why I like some of my friends and family. Like, I'll give you all an example. Like I said earlier, anybody here with depression? Any depression in the audience? Hey, some depression back there. That's okay. I love my friends with depression. They always have food. Any anxious people? Any anxious people? I'm feeling a shit ton right now. You're anxious back there, Mitt? That's A-okay. I love my friends with anxiety. They always know what time it is. Any PTSD? PTSD in the hizzy? Any PTSD? That's A-okay. I adore my family of PTSD. They love a good surprise. Every day's Halloween for them. Well, on that horrible note, I'm going to bring up your first comedian. Are you all ready for your first performer this night? This young man runs the show over at Basic City Brewery every Wednesday evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please put your hands together for the one and only Tyler Bauer. Brambly Park. How we doing, Brambly Park? How's it going? Mental health is mental wealth. Mental health is mental wealth, Brambly Park. I should know. My dad killed himself when I was 14. His mental health was bankrupt. He was not wealthy. He killed himself in a real heroic way, Brambly Park. He jumped in front of a truck on the highway. That's pretty brave, Brambly Park. I don't know about you. I'd say that's pretty brave. Brambly Park, it's okay. He's in heaven. Just kidding. He's in hell. He killed himself. We know the rules, Brambly Park. He's having a great time in hell. He directed that Lil Nas X music video. That was him. Not long ago, I was looking through an old lockbox looking for a passport, and I happened to find my dad's death certificate. On the death certificate, it said, ran into oncoming traffic into a garbage truck. Now, Brambly Park, I always assumed that it was something cool, like a Mack truck, or like an armored vehicle. It was a garbage truck, guys. It's like, Dad, we grew up upper middle class. Now we're just white trash. Mental health is mental wealth, Brambly Park. I am 4 months sober from cocaine. Give it up for that, Brambly. Mental health is mental wealth. I was not physically wealthy while doing cocaine. Nobody is. Nobody ever beats cocaine. Nobody's ever beaten cocaine. My cocaine addiction was a lot like plaque psoriasis. moderate to severe. I actually realized I wasn't addicted to cocaine, I was just addicted to aggressive small talk. Why is it so hot? What's with the weather? We're gonna figure this weather out. It turns out I was hot because of the cocaine. It makes you very hot. I was red for an entire year. I also realized I was just addicted to aggressively queuing the next song on the Spotify playlist. We gotta put on this Modest Mouse song, guys. It's the perfect song right now. I was a real downer on the uppers. Anyway, Brambly, how do we feel about the troops? They get a bad deal mentally sometimes, guys. They go off to war. They see their friends die. They come back. They end up homeless. They have trouble getting benefits at the VA, but thank God, Brambly Park, we have Mission Barbecue for the troops. It's Outback Steakhouse for the troops, guys. Applebee's for the troops. And I've never been to Mission Barbecue, but I always like to imagine that the names of the dishes are kind of fucked up, like, hey, come on into Mission Barbecue, try our IED jalapeno poppers. The cheese will explode in your face. If you're a true American, come in for our lunch specials. Try our shell shock sandwiches. They'll leave you speechless. And if you're a true patriot, an eagle soaring through the sky, come in on game day. Try our POW pulled pork sliders. You cannot escape the flavor. Mental health is mental wealth, Brambly Park. This doesn't have to do with mental health. Are tomatoes a fruit or a vegetable, Brambly Park?
Fruit. Vegetable.
I hear some people say fruit. I hear some people say vegetable. This is an ongoing argument I hear all the time. Chaos in the streets over this argument, guys. I don't know if you remember a few years ago when they boarded up Carytown. It was because of this argument. And you know, genetically, tomatoes are a fruit, but according to tax, tariff, and shipping laws and the purposes they're used for, they're considered a vegetable. Chaos in the streets over this argument, Brambly Park. I've been having the same argument with my family for the past 3 months about my gay uncle that's in a coma. Brambly Park, is he a fruit or a vegetable? Genetically, he's a fruit, but according to tax, tariff, and shipping laws, guys. Those damn tax, tariff, and shipping laws. Guys, I've been Tyler Bauer. Thank you so much. We're going to hand it back to your host, Will Miner. Thank you. Goodbye. Sure do love it. Big bad Tyler Bauer, everybody. Is his uncle a fruit or a vegetable? Keep it going for him. And keep that energy up for your next performer. They actually run the open mic at Garden Grove happening this very evening. Please put your hands together for the one and only Kade Wonders.
Hey, what would you guys do if I rapped for 5 minutes? Hey. I don't have rhythm, but my name is Kade. I've been mentally ill since 3rd grade. You guys like that? We into that? Hell yeah. Oh my goodness. Hello, welcome to the show. I hope you guys are having a great time so far. Like I said, I have been mentally ill since 3rd grade. I've actually been mentally ill longer than I've been gay, so thank you. The 5 people in the back laughed at me. And that's all I need. No, that guy's smiling. I see you, blue shirt. Hell yeah. You guys, I'll talk to someone in the back. I don't care. I'm an asshole. I love it. Nah, I don't know. I have been going. Who goes to therapy here? Where my therapy head's at? Sir, do you go to therapy? You, do you go to therapy? Do you? Break the stigma, sir. Do you? Yeah, hell yeah. What are you talking about? Everything. Your mom? Oh, that fucking bitch, am I right? Sorry, children. That's great. No, ooh, we're getting a little static. I like them getting too close and comfy. Anyone else therapy? You go to therapy? I'm only asking the men. You go to therapy, sir? Yeah. Hell yeah, I love that. You guys could just be lying. It doesn't matter. I like thinking about men's mental health because I'm a very passionate person, and also because this was the year that me and many of my friends realized that June, in addition to being Pride Month, the gay month, is also Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Hell yeah. A lot of my friends were like, why? Ew. Get those men out of my gay month, am I right? But I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair. Because I can't think of anything gayer than men having feelings. What, dude, you're feeling something? Where? In your butt? Icky. Just kidding. I am gay, so I can be homophobic. That's my disclosure here. I love that. I love that. Any other homosexuals here? You have to out yourself. Hell yeah. Where are my straight people at? Alright, we can be proud. That's fine. I see y'all. I love straight people. My mom's a straight lady, you know? I'm also trans. Ooh, I'm just identifying myself up here. This is fun. I am. And as a trans person, I get asked a lot of questions. I feel like one of the questions I get is actually, folks are like, hey, are you, like, done yet? Are you, like, done with that whole transitioning thing? Which is a spicy question for some folks, because it's like, ooh, are we ever really done, you know? But my answer is yes. I actually finished transitioning when I bought a lawnmower. I fucking love mowing the lawn, dude. This is my, I have a house with a lawn flex. Fuck all of y'all. You ever see those lines go straight? That's nice. That's real nice. I love it. Will was up here talking about astrology. We got any folks into astrology, like, sincerely? Hell yeah. What's your sign? Leo? Ooh, proud. He said, yeah. He said, fuck yeah, I am. Anyone else know their sign? Scorpio. Ew. That's the reaction, right? I don't know that much about astrology, but I like knowing the, like, base level reactions. Because, like, I love people who are into astrology. They get a lot of hate, but, like, they have, like, the most consistent understanding of the world compared to anyone else. Like, Christians could never, you know? Nah, fuck that.
What's yours?
I'm a Capricorn. Hell yeah. Aquarius moon?
Yeah.
Leo rising. That's why I'm up here. That's why I'm doing this. I love it. Nah, no, like, if you get, like, okay, back to how much I love astrology people, if you get, like, 50 of them in the same room at the same time, they're all going to agree that Scorpio moons are little bitches. Meanwhile, if you get 50 random Christians across different denominations in the same room, they're not going to agree if the bread actually turns into Jesus' body. It's a weird sticking point. Why do they want to eat his body so much? Homoerotic. Yeah, we're working that one out. If you get a random sample of 100 astrology folks in the same room, and you're like, hey guys, well, what's up with cancers? Why do they have so many feelings? Yeah, they're gonna have an answer. And I think that's valid. Because, like, the stars are real, cancer's real. My grandparents each died of a different one. Hell yeah. But, like, if you, like, ask a Christian, like, yo, what happened to that guy that got eaten by a whale? Whales aren't real. Hell yeah. I wanted to end off on the stupidest thing possible. Let's get your host, Will Minor, back up here. My name's Kid Wonders. Have a good night. Where does this go? Wait, that doesn't go here. Oh, no.
It's okay. Keep it going for Kid Wonders. Kicking ass and taking names. Astrology, Christianity. Kale takes no prisoners. And keep that energy up for your next performer, everybody. You can catch this comedian every other Tuesday running the mic at Home Sweet Home over in Carytown. He is a long-since staple of the comedy community. Put your hands together for Jacob McFadden.
Ashy ass feet, but I'm laughing though. On my spot, irrational. Boy, I got those hours.
Oh, hello, everybody. Hello. I'll try again. Hello, everybody. Hello. Thank you. I understand it's 5:50. All of you are probably ready for bed already.
But let's do it, everybody. This is weird. 5:50 is a weird time to do comedy. This is an example of how weird of a time it is to do comedy. There are my children. Children shouldn't be here to watch their father do comedy. I would like to say that during Kade's set, Kade asked any straight people in the crowd, and my 2-year-old just figured out he's supposed to clap along with everybody else right at that moment. And I am taking that as a binding promise. Mom has already started looking at caterers for the wedding. She's Italian, she loves the idea of having grandchildren. We just have to get through the children part first, I suppose. This is weird for me. Like, my wife is here because normally I get to leave and go do cool shit and do comedy at night, and she stays at home with 2 kids who usually don't want to go to bed. And when she found out this was happening at 5:30, she's like, I'm in the car. I'm in the car already, let's go. You're gonna be late. Normally when I come out to shows, it's weird because if you caught me an hour before the show, here's what you'd see. You'd see, good night, moon. Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night, noises. Everywhere. Good night, buddy. I love you. And then 40 minutes later when you actually see me, my dick doesn't work, everybody! That's the sort of material I normally do. I looked right at my child when I said that, which feels weird. It also feels like I'm lying to you because clearly it's worked at least twice. Actually, the second one was a bit of a problem. It's worked 3 times. People make fun of me sometimes because I always had to have a list on me. They're like, it's just a 5-minute set, you can't remember your set. And I'm like, do you realize how many fucking children's shows with dogs there are? And how many names of dogs I have to remember so I can talk to my son? Yeah, he's cheering for dogs right now. See, there's the puppy dog pals. There's the Pupstruction crew. There's Bluey. Those dogs have first and last names. That's pretty confusing. Plus, they're foreign. What's that about? Pupstruction's a weird one because Pupstruction is one about it's a bunch of puppies that are a construction crew. And then in one episode, they happen to mention that the lead dog is Mexican, and then they never bring it back up again. And I always bring it up, and I say to my wife, I say, that dog is Mexican, and then they don't bring it up again. And my wife is like, why do you care if he's Mexican? It's just a cartoon. What does it matter? And I'm like, well, because they bring it up one time, then they bring it up again. And also, the dog is a corgi. Corgi's not a Mexican dog. She says, it's just a cartoon. They can be whatever they want to be. And I'm like, no, they fucking can't, because that's not how dogs work. Okay, if I have a German Shepherd and a Chihuahua and they get each other pregnant, and then I get a bunch of hairless small dogs, I can't get on Facebook Marketplace and say free German Shepherd puppies. Anyways, I guess the reason I'm telling you I can't remember my jokes is I have to remember which dogs are Mexican. It's very important in our household. It could lead to bedlam if I don't. Speaking of dogs, I don't know, anyone here have dogs? Anybody with dogs out here? Yeah, if you're depressed, a dog will help. Did you buy the dog or did you adopt the dog? Did you rescue the dog? Yeah, everyone says you gotta rescue the dog. You say you don't buy the dog. What you do is you go down to the shelter, you walk around, let's call it the showroom, you check out all the different dogs they have on display, maybe even go into the room and like hang out with a dog or two, and then you talk to the person who's with you and you say, hey, I would like to have that dog. And they say, great. And you have to sign some paperwork. And then you give them $250. But you're not buying a dog, you're rescuing a dog. That's the exact same way I rescued my Toyota. Wait until you see me walking my dog later with she has a sticker on her back that says, who bought who? I'll finish with this, guys. I'll do this one just because my son is here. The other day, I don't know why I made this dumb decision. Speaking of being depressed, I watched The Lion King with my son, which is all good for the first 22 minutes of the movie. Then the dad dies, and that movie takes a turn, okay? You guys remember The Lion King? There's Simba, he's a prince, he can't wait to be king, yada yada. His uncle kills his father right in front of him, he blames himself, he runs away, he's sad about it like a little bitch. And then he meets like a warthog and a meerkat, and they're like, come on, fuck all that shit, eat some bugs, you'll feel better. Hakuna Matata. Remember Hakuna Matata? That's their big song. It means no worries. And so Simba starts singing the song with them, and it transitions from Simba being a little lion cub to being a full-grown man. And as it transitions at the end, he's walking across a log when he turns into an adult lion, and the camera pans behind him, and he starts sexing up the song a little, right? And he's swaying his hips, and the camera zooms in on him swaying his hips, and he's going, Hakuna, Hakuna Matata. And that's fucking weird. That's like if I was up here like, wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round. Through the town. Anyways, let me check my list. My name is Jacob McFadden. Thank you very much.
Richmond's number one father, Jacob McFadden, everybody, come on! That man can make any Disney classic sexy. Come on now, keep it going for Jacob, everybody. And keep that energy up for your next performer. Ignore the train, please. We'll get you to trust the stage. You can catch this performer all over Richmond, all over Virginia. Please clap your hands. It's Grace Moyer.
How's it going, Brambly Park? I know what you're all thinking. I asked for a stand-up comedian, not a shitty Lana Del Rey impersonator. If you weren't thinking that, it's okay to be straight, I guess. But just so you know, Lana Del Rey is the genius responsible for lyrics like "Pass me my vape" and "My pussy tastes like Pepsi Cola." I'm a big fan. I'm also exactly what it would look like if someone tried to draw her from memory. I'm like her version of whatever replaced Avril Lavigne. My pussy tastes like Diet Coke. It's a serious problem. Guys, I recently tried to make a gynecologist appointment, but all of the options were virtual. I was like, what does that mean? You know, how does that work? Am I just supposed to describe it to them? They have to take my word for it? Or am I expected to show hole on camera? But I'm paying them. Something's smelling a little fishy. I don't need that anymore. Any gay here? Nice. I also gay by choice. You know, like when you see a Republican say that sexuality is a choice, so that's how you know that they're bi and just choosing straight. Okay, that's me. It's like I still have straight thoughts sometimes. I just don't act on them. That's a sin. That's gross. A lot of people say men are dogs, but for me, men are more like cats. Because, like, I'm allergic to cats. So sometimes I see one and I'm like, oh, that's cute. I wish I could touch it, but I know if I do, I'm gonna start crying. One thing I really don't like about men is, you know when you can tell he's been addicted to porn since the 7th grade? You know, because it just gives them like really crazy ideas. I'm like, what do you mean reverse cowgirl? Who do you think I am? We are not in the Olympic Village. You know what I mean, ladies? You know, when you're having sex and you think to yourself, if only this were 10 times more physically strenuous, and I was staring at a grown man's feet. This is awesome, you know, sometimes you just want to grab on to a nice pair of kneecaps. Tell him I've been waiting all day to see those shins. I don't know, guys. I guess I've just never been with someone who is so ugly I would rather be looking at their feet. When I really think about it, the only thing I like about dating men is sucking dick. But then I think about it, And I'm like, do I actually like sucking dick? Or do I just like being told I'm good at something? I have one last story for you guys about why I prefer women. And it's because one time, sorry guys, it's really traumatic. It's hard to talk about. One time this guy was going down on me and I could feel his teeth. Yeah, like bumping and scraping. And I was like, how am I getting toothy head right now? I don't even have a penis. You know, it felt like, have you guys ever seen those videos where a man will do like a period pain simulator? You know, and he's always like, oh my God, I had no idea how much pain you guys have to endure. I understand the plight of women and I'm gonna respect you now. Yeah, that was me, except I got one toothy blowjob and now I'm a men's rights activist. It's true, guys, your suicide rates are higher than ours. Okay, it's women's fault for oppressing men with our teeth. And that's a really cool note that I would like to leave on. I've been Grace Moyer. Let's get Will back up here.
Grace Moyer, everybody! Richmond's #1 men's rights activist. Keep it going for our very own Lana Del Rey. Keep it going for her. And keep that energy up. Oh, but before I do, folks, I gotta give a shout out to a couple of cool vendors we have in the crowd this evening. We are joined by RHJ, Artisan Cigars and Tobacco, the finest smokables in all the land. We are also joined by Clover Lake Tea Company. They got everything you can drink, rub on your skin, and smoke. So those are all 3 great options for good stuff. And we also have Eat My Egg Roll, and that's not Eat My Egg Roll, that's Eat Their Egg Roll, everybody. Be sure to check out Eat My Egg Roll and get all your tasty treats. And now, with all that out of the way, without any further ado, please join me in welcoming your next performer. He runs the showroom down at Fallout every other Monday. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Jesse Jarvis.
All right, Brambly Park, give yourself a round of applause for doing the causes and the vendors and everything and the stuff. Guys, good Lord, thank you for having me. That's very nice of you. I think we've entered a new phase now of annoying guys. I feel like every few years you get like a new version of like the super like stereotypical annoying guy. Like I felt like for a while craft beer guy, that was the annoying guy. Nothing wrong with craft beer. Craft beer is great. But we need to take over conversations with non-beer drinkers with all of like those nuanced details about the beer. The same way like a little kid describes what their favorite Pokemon does. You're objectively annoying. I'm not going to hang out with you. That sounds awful. But I think we got a new version of, we're in a new era of annoying guy. I think sports betting guy, that's the new annoying guy, in my opinion. Sports betting, nothing wrong with sports betting. If you're into that, do it. It's fun. Just be safe. But like, you know, they're just like the beer people where they will use all the same like catchphrases, buzzwords like point spreads, over under, how to hire affordable divorce lawyers. Like they're really annoying at what they do. I don't know. I don't think I would find them as annoying if like sports betting commercials weren't like every other commercial you heard now. It's like every other commercial you hear. It's like you basically hear them about as much as you hear fast food commercials now. You know, and both are terrible for you. You know, just like, I mean, I know that triple baconator with cheese looks great, but just like betting your 401k for the Bears to win the Super Bowl, it's gonna fuck your insides up. You know, you gotta mess you all up on the inside. You gotta go to Crypto Sports Bet Memorial Hospital, sponsored by FanDuel. I'm sorry, they paid me to do that opening bit. I'm sorry. That's sponsorship deals are done. We're out of the contract obliged. Okay. I don't know. I was been thinking lately. I don't know if you're all this way, but I think as you get older, it's a little harder to make friends the older you get. And I mean, not for everybody. Some of you are great at it. You know, like some of y'all got that special balance of confidence and like extroverted tendencies. Then like you can just make friends easily. And then you become real estate agents. And like I think that's really cool. I'm jealous, but I'm not as good at it It's like you could be the most interesting person I've ever met, but the idea of going out of my comfort zone on a Thursday night, fuck that. That was a little loud, I'm sorry. I was trying to show emphasis. But no, recently my wife made friends with somebody, and she has a husband, so we gotta go hang out. That's what you do. That's what healthy people do. They hang out with their new friends. But me, I didn't know this guy. I kind of felt like I was being set up on a play date. I felt that way a little bit. And then, you know, and just getting all like mopey in the car, where I'm just like, oh, what if we don't like each other? I'm gonna be so bored. Which is just an unhealthy way to react to a very healthy situation. And then we go hang out. The dude's awesome. He's one of the coolest guys I've ever met. He's got his shit together in a way where I'm like, all right, calm down. Like, nobody's got it that together. Like, what did you figure out that none of us have figured out so far? And I realize, like, that's just where I'm at with friendships now, you know? Like, I'll just take these, like, little brief little dabbles of just, like, little nuggets of friendship here and there, just sprinkle them in there. Basically, I'm microdosing friendship. That's my style now. That's my friendship style. Nothing wrong with that. You don't get the come up or the come down. No dependency. It's great. That was stupid. I love that bit. Get out of here on this. Jehovah's Witnesses. I noticed they don't knock door to door like they used to. Enough to where it's still annoying, but not as much as. But like, I was trying to learn a little something about them last time. They approached the door, and I learned that only 140,000 people get into the kingdom of heaven. Out of like, and that's not people now. 140,000 people all time. It's like, if you think that this is the thing that's supposed to be the truth, don't you think you're working a little too hard? Something that probably got booked up centuries ago. Just throwing it out there, like, just, you don't have to do this. Like, just like you sold out on the pre-sale. Like, take the day off, man. Like, go find a wine bar somewhere, drink some blood of Christ, treat yourself. It's like, I mean, I don't understand the reason of working so hard for something like that's not going to, unless it makes you a shit ton of money, then absolutely do it. Oh my God. Mega church pastors didn't get that way staying humble. I would gladly knock door to door for all my Jehovah if I can pay off my high interest rate Discover card. But anyway, Brambly Park, thank you very much for having me. Enjoy the rest of the show.
We had so much sound and now we have none. What's that? Oh, we can hit the button. Is that better? Is that better? Hey, there we go, everybody. Hey, keep it going for me. I know how to fix the microphone. And you know who else knows how to fix a mic? Your next performer. They run the room every Tuesday at Kindred Spirit Satellite, and they have a monthly showcase at Jack Brown's right here in Richmond. Please clap your hands for Emilie Erbland.
So, a group of beautiful Russian models has booked a mansion in the desert to do a photo shoot together. Stay with me here. This group of beautiful Russian models is taking photos together in the mansion, but they notice it's getting hot inside. The thermostat is ticking up. It's over 99 degrees inside the house. Luckily for them, an air conditioning repairman is walking down the street. He knocks on their door. Ladies, would you like me to repair your air conditioning unit? And the beautiful Russian model who opens the door says, no, we do OnlyFans. Thank you. I love listening to music in my car in the summer, especially with the windows down. I have real golden retriever energy, but lately the sound system on my car is failing. It doesn't sound very good anymore. So I was asking around to all my friends about how I should upgrade. My first friend said, you know, Emilie, you should buy a Sony. The sound quality is unmatched. And my second friend said, no, Emilie, buy a Panasonic. Their warranty's great. And honestly, I was disappointed in the both of them because
I was raised not to believe in stereotypes. Thank you, thank you. Is anyone watching the Olympics? We've been watching the Olympic Games? Nope, not a one. Me neither. Me neither, but I was thinking if I did watch the Olympics, Richmond is pretty much the Paris of the United States, am I right? Yeah. Am I right? Yeah? Because Richmonds are just like Parisians. We love to smoke, we love to drink, we love a little menage a trois, am I right? Am I right? Richmonds are just like Parisians, we're really hard to impress. And you know, the city of Paris is just like Richmond. They had to cancel the triathlon the other day because there's also shit in their river. They just like us for real. They just like us for real. Y'all, when I was growing up, I wanted to be a gynecologist. Just like all little girls. I wanted to be a gynecologist because I heard that when you go to school to become a gynecologist, every lesson is a private lesson. And I like that hands-on attention. Obviously I'm not a gynecologist. I would have way more pussy jokes if I was a gynecologist. I pivoted. I went to an adjacent industry. I own a private escort service. You guys can clap, that's okay. I own a private escort service, it's okay. It's cool, sex work is cool. I own a private escort service, but it's a little different because when you visit my private escort service, you don't get to choose what type of service you receive. You might get fucked, you might get sucked, I don't know. I'm gonna call it coin flippers. Because you might get head and you might get tail. There's just a 50-50 chance. This is a pun about oral sex. I'm really looking forward to falling in love. I hear it's really cool and great. I hear it's really cool and awesome and great. It's okay. You guys can wish me some good luck in that respect. Thank you. Thank you. I really think 2024 is my year to fall in love. And I've been thinking a lot about the nature of love. Falling in love is a lot like springtime. It's fresh, everything is new, it's hopefully very, very wet. That's right, falling in love is like going through TSA at a different airport. I know you're gonna touch me, but how? That's right, falling in love, folks, it's like taking a Jello shot. I know what I have to do with my tongue, but am I ready, Brambly Park? I don't know. Falling in love is doing stand-up comedy in the daylight for a good cause. Everyone give it up for Mu and all the comics you've seen tonight. And your host, Will Miner, of course.
Looking for love, Emilie, Erbland, everybody, keep it going for looking for love in all the right places, Emilie, Erbland. And keep that love going for your next comedian. He runs the show every Wednesday at Basic City Brewing, so put your hands together for Monty Giles.
I need everyone in the fucking pit right now, Brambly Park! We're gonna do a wall of death, old people versus young. Wisdom versus charisma, what do you want? The babies are involved, those are projectiles, goddammit. Holy shit, what's that? I'm sorry, I'm reeling. A very traumatic thing just happened. The girl I lost my virginity to just added me on Instagram. I know, right? And right before instead of looking at my set, I was going through her Instagram, right? And she's married to a chick who looks just like me. And it's wild because she left me because she said I wasn't manly enough for her. And I was like, that doesn't make it. And I was like, nah.
I stopped kicking my feet on my belly. I rolled on my back. I was like, I'm mentally sick. I'm half black. That's not why I'm mentally ill. That was just a segue. My dad's black. My mom's white. My real name is Montgomery. I'm named after the Kappa, Alabama, where my white family and my black family. My ancestors broke the microphone, so I didn't finish that joke. Thanks. And being black and passing as white, it's weird. And it's funny. I knew my dad would say. I used to do this fun thing because I'm half black, so you know what that means, right? Black church. The best part about being half black. And I would do this thing where I would have white kids spend the night on Saturday just so they had to go to black church, and they would cry. It was too much. They would get overstimulated. There was too much. Whoa! It was the funniest thing ever. I was 12. I'm recovering from a drinking problem. Anyone here have a drinking problem? Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. I love how people are always like, when you're like, you have a drinking problem, they're like, hell yeah, brother. It's like, no, your kids miss you, dude. Get help. I have a drinking problem. For the last 5 years, I've been addicted to drinking my own piss. It's really breaking up my life. I abandoned social situations with my loved ones to drink my own piss. It's hereditary. My dad drank his own piss. He left my family one day. He went to the store for a pack of asparagus and never came back. Fuck you, Dad. I am going to therapy, though. Anyone here in therapy? Hell yeah. Therapy's fun. I'm going to therapy for conflict. I'm not really good at conflict. Where like I freak out, you know what I'm saying? So my therapist is like, if you have conflict with someone, you need to go talk to them. So like, I'll go to someone I have an issue with, like, sir, right there with your mouth full, talk. Say, what's your name? Jeffrey? All right, say we have a conflict, right? My therapist would be like, go talk to Jeffrey. And I'd be like, Jeffrey, my therapist thinks we need to talk. And I would do that. I'd go back to my therapist and I'd be like, I did it. And she'd be like, wow, how'd it go? And I'd be like, well, we talked about it and we decided that you should probably mind your own fucking business, honestly. Nosy bitch. That's blue cross blue shit. That's what happens when you have insurance. You can talk shit to your therapist. The minutes mean nothing. Sometimes I freestyle rap to her. Have you ever sang Slob on my knob to your therapist for 30 minutes? The song's only 8 minutes long. You can do it like 3.5 times. Let's see. I like how dumb I am. Anyone else know how dumb they are? Hell yeah, it's really dope. Like, anyone here knows science? Right? Fuck them. Who cares? We're breathing air. Tell me to spell it. Don't. That would be embarrassing. That would affect my mental health. But no, I don't need to know shit. You know what I'm saying? Because science is just magic to me. Everything's magic. Like, I don't need to know. There's a child there. That's funny. It only gets worse from here. No, we're just playing. Like, I don't need to know about, like, magnetics. Is that the minute or is that it? That's 1 minute? Okay, cool. 1 minute till I have a bomb on me? No. What am I talking about? I don't want to do that joke. I'll end on this joke. I'm a bad friend to people with kids. For all the kids here, life is fleeting. One day you're going to realize that you're going to die one day and it'll never get better from there. And then you'll find someone, and then they're going to die before you, and that sucks. My name is Monty Giles.
Yeah, I know you gonna dig this.
Don't call me conscious, I'm conscientious. We all awake, we all got senses. Some more than others, but we all alive. And if you dead inside, I suggest you take a dive, but not off of no roof, but inside of your truth. Understand your worth, understand your roots. Beware of misconceptions. Jesus never wore a suit or had an Instagram to show his Sunday's best, or flown his crucifixion, or when he left the tomb. What I'm really trying to say is give yourself some room. There's really nothing wrong with
Hey, we're back
cycle.
online, everybody. We're back online. We're going to take down that Death Star one of these days. And keep that energy up for your next performer. You can catch this guy all over Virginia. He is passed at the Richmond Funny Bone. Please put your hands together for Billy Williamson.
Yo, for me, the plot was thicker than muscle milk. Dealing with her in emotion that I ain't wanna feel. She told me, Petey, loosen up, learn to
You know, I've always hated the fact that I look older than what I am.
give you for instance, Tom Holland is the actor that plays Spider-Man, and he's 27 playing a 16-year-old. I'm 25.
Okay.
The only roles I'm going to play is a 40-year-old divorced dad. Can't play a superhero because the only villain I got is my hairline. By the time I get to Tom's age, I'll probably be able to play Uncle Ben. But no, my wife asked me to go running with her. I said no, because I don't want to get tackled by the police thinking I'm chasing you. We're both the same age, but she's Asian, so she doesn't age. And I'm white, so I'm aging like cottage cheese and milk in the backseat of a car with no AC on. I recently got married. Yeah. And we did something special for the rings. You see, me and my wife were born in the same year, and on the Chinese zodiac, that's the rabbit. So we got a little rabbit running around in a circle. Her only problem with it was the rabbits weren't fat enough. I was like, we're not eating it. It's a Cadbury ring, not a... Messed that up. But it does feel like a Chinese finger trap because it's really hard to get off. I'll tell you this, if you ever marry into a family that speaks another language, you're either going to learn the language or do like I do. Take really good naps when they're speaking it. As soon as they switch to Chinese, my mother-in-law hands me a pillow. Their yellow noise is turned to my white noise. Oh yeah, and my wife's worse than me about that type of stuff. See, my mother-in-law wanted to help decorate for the wedding, and she felt necessary to warn my parents, like, hey, just let you know my mom's really OCD and bossy, but she doesn't speak English that well. So if you need to, use that to your advantage to get what you need done. Which is so racist. So bad, I was thinking one of my older family members would have came up with that, but instead it would have sounded like, she's got a language barrier, get her. All right, y'all defending the Asians, I gotcha. Too many white people. She came up with that, by the way. Now let's see. Recently, my cousin got a DUI on a moped. Yeah, he bought the moped thinking he couldn't get a DUI because you don't need a license to drive it. I was like, dude, I know people who've gotten DUIs on lawnmowers. For cutting their grass? Yeah, their grass and everyone else's on the way to the liquor store. But no, we were trying to figure out which side of the family had the alcohol problem. And it didn't take long because we found his granddad had passed out on the floor and shit himself. How do we know it was alcohol? The scotch glass in his hand didn't spill a drop. I'm feeling good. You know, it's been the most positive time in my life. No issues, got married, have a little baby on the way. Oh yeah, little Asian. Oh yeah. For those of you that don't know that, that's what someone who's mixed with white and Asian is called. Wasian. Which I think's great for like an adult. But it needs something cuter for like babies and kids. Rice crackers. Oh yeah. Now I'll tell you this, I am so happy to be here. Less than 24 hours ago, I almost was not here at all. My car got hit by a tree. I didn't hit the tree. The tree went and fell on me. It's like most positive time of your life. Normally people in the least positive time of their life goes for a tree. The tree came after me, which is just great. Mother Nature does not like me. But I've been Billy Williamson. Thank y'all so much. Let's get back to your host.
Billy Williamson, everybody! Trees hate him, but we love you, Billy! Keep it going, Billy! I am so glad you didn't die. Please keep living. We love you, bud. And keep that love going for your next performer, everybody. You can catch this guy teaching at the teaching and performing at the Coalition Theater. And you can also catch him this Friday at our Barrel Rooms, Femmes the Rules. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Randolph Washington Jr.
Thank you very much. he mentioned his age. He was 25. I'm like a solid 10 years older than him, so you know, happy Black August. Yeah, apparently it is Black August. That's cool. We got another month. We did it, guys. I'm really happy about that one. But anyway, so if you couldn't tell by the shorts, I am gay. Yeah, thank you. I did it myself. So yeah, I've been gay for a few years now, and like sometimes people like ask, you know, how did you know? How did you figure it out? And it's like, well, I didn't really figure it out. Like I kind of just got told, because you see, like I'm gay because I made too many women come. Yeah, I was forced into early retirement. So, and actually, yeah. So, you know, just in case you're worried about that, just, you know, be bad at sex and you will stay straight forever. Fun fact, you know how, like, some people say like the sun is like the eye of the Lord? I think it's really beautiful, it's lovely. But it is a good way to, like, actually reverse the gayification. If you, like, stare directly into the sun, you will turn straight. And if it's burning, you know it's working. And the only person I know who, like, has like pleased as many women as me is our lovely host, Will Minor. And that's the reason, but he looked into the sun, so he stayed straight. And that is the reason why he's so loud. He can't see anything, he uses echolocation. Cool. Everyone else memorizes their jokes. I don't do that. I'm too good for that. Anyway, so did you guys know that? So in hot air balloons, they can't actually control where they land. So they have a custom where if they accidentally land in someone's yard, they will give them like a bottle of champagne as like an apology. And I think that's really cute. But I wonder if they like change it for like the location. You know, like if you actually land somewhere in Farmville, do you get them like a jar of moonshine? Like if you land somewhere in the 757 Virginia Beach, do you give them just like a case of Monster Energy drink? And like, but then like what do they give people in Richmond when they land, you know? Is it PBR? Is it craft beer? Or is it like your an at-home stick and poke tattoo stat? Okay, I'll work on that one. Okay, I can't do my last joke yet because Will hasn't lit me, and it takes 1 minute. So, I'll tell this one. So my brother, he has a wife, my sister-in-law, and my sister-in-law is white, and she's married to a black man. That black man being my brother. My sister-in-law, she also has a sister. Her sister, also white. That's how sisters work. And she is also married to a black man. My sister-in-law has a brother, the brother also white. He also married to a black man. Some people are calling them the Kardashians of Tennessee. And by some people, I do mean me. And that is what I named the family group chat right before I was kicked out. Yeah, so I don't know what's gonna happen with Thanksgiving, you know, like maybe I'll come to yours. Let's see. I think the Secret Service is kind of gay, because like you're gonna die for another man. Pretty gay. And I feel like, but I feel like the only person I would die for is like my niece. I love her, she's amazing. And then I started thinking, like, I wonder if the Secret Service feels the same way about the president that I do about my niece. Like, are they really proud of the president when he learns a new word? Or is the Secret Service like get excited when the president makes it down the stairs safely? I'm gonna end on a joke I know that'll work. Anyone here heard of Taylor Swift? Okay, cool. I used to be a Taylor Swift hater until I realized how important her work is. And by her work, I don't mean her music, and I don't mean her acting, obviously. I mean her community service. It's important. And that community service is, of course, keeping white women occupied. Okay? white women are powerful. They're a very strong group. And I truly believe without the focus of Taylor Swift, there would have been 3 times as many white women at January 6th. You know? And the country would have fallen. Thank you guys. Keep it going for your host, Will Minor.
Randolph Washington Jr., the Taylor Swift of comedy, everybody. Keep it going for him. Who the white women love. Randolph Washington Jr. Keep it going for him. And keep that love going for your next performer. You can catch this comedian running his showcase every first Saturday of the month right over at Star Hill Brewery. Please put your hands together for the one and only Mike Engle.
One shot, made a quarter, one lost a quart when the shot hit, one played Madison Square, one square made up a garden.
I'm Mike Engle, everybody. How y'all doing tonight, Brambly Park? Yeah! Hell yeah. I'm getting older, everybody. I'm getting older. I am 34, and I know I'm getting older because I'm getting, vaccines being advertised to me that I should take, like the shingles vaccine, okay? I don't know if y'all have gotten this particular advertisement, but it's just this woman, and she says, shingles can be what? And the voiceover says, prevented! You guys know it. You guys in the back know it. Here's the thing. I'm 34, like I said. And you can't even get the shingles vaccine until you are 50. So they are really committing to this advertising campaign of shingles can be what? Yeah! Hell yeah, it can be. Hell yeah, it can be. We got 16 more years, okay? That's 4 presidential terms of shingles can be what? Yeah! We're having a good time, folks. I wooed earlier for being depressed. That's me, I'm a depressed guy. And as a depressed guy, I really think we need to rethink this one particular term. As a depressed guy, we gotta come up with a new phrase for down in the dumps, okay? We cannot be going around saying down in the dumps because that sounds like butt stuff if you ask me. That is a lot like butt stuff down in the dumps, and butt stuff, listen, I don't know about y'all, but as a cis white male, that's a weekend activity at best, all right? You gotta get your paycheck, you gotta go to the CVS, you gotta buy the lube. It takes a little bit of preparation is what I'm trying to say. Maybe a little preparation each if you got stuff going on down there. Yeah! Hemorrhoids are funny, y'all. Hemorrhoids are funny. They're just hanging out. You guys know. You guys know they're hanging out down there. Hell yeah. Listen, everybody. You don't have to thank me for my service or anything, but I used to be a pizza delivery driver. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's way better than my job now. I actually work at the Employment Commission, so I'm waiting to get fired from the Employment Commission. Okay, because I would walk right out and then walk right back in. It's a revolving door over there. I need your help immediately. The door locks behind you, but y'all don't need to know that. Y'all don't need to know that. But anyway, I used to be a pizza delivery driver, and I used to have this like kind of fucked up fantasy dream type thing, and it wasn't like the big sausage porno scenario. It was much more messed up than that. In fact, I'd be walking up the steps of a lucky pizza recipient. Ring the bell. Ring. 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 No answer. From the time that I arrived with the pizza, from the time the guy ordered the pizza, that person had committed suicide. And that's a bad situation for everyone involved, right? Except for me. I got a free pizza out of it! And you better believe I'm letting my cat Juice lick those little ronies, okay? He's been a good boy! Hell yeah. So like I was saying, I am depressed. I'm King Depressed up here, okay? In fact, I have come up with a depression test, everybody. You know that you're automatically depressed when you step in the shower, right? And then immediately curl up into a ball, all right? You're letting the water hit you from anywhere from 15 to 69 minutes.
There was some giggling out there. 69. Listen, I'm always gonna say 69. Never an hour and 9 minutes. 69. It's a funny number. Hell yeah. You know, like 420, of course, and 666. 9/11. You guys know the funny numbers. But eventually I'm like, fuck! I gotta get on with my shower activities, okay? I live with my girlfriend. She has to use the shower for her own depression, okay? Speed it up! Keep it moving in there! This is my girlfriend. She's like, excuse me? Excuse me, are you masturbating in there? It's been 69 minutes. It's my turn to cry! Suicide can be what? You got it! There's hotlines 24/7, everybody. If you need help, get help, call that number. And I've been Mike Engle, everybody. Thanks so much for being a fantastic audience and support mental health!
Keep it going for Mike Engle, everybody. Richmond's #1 pizza comedian. Holy hell, serving up a fresh hot slice of comedy at every performance. And keep that love going for your next performer. You can catch this comedian all over the country, all over the world. Please give it up for the globe-trotting Lucy Bonino.
Hello, everybody. How we doing today? All right, I'm floored by some of the jokes that the comics are telling tonight. Floored. Remember when Monty got up here and was talking about addicted to drinking his own piss? Remember that? You guys missed it, but it was horrible. And then he walked half the crowd. I was like, this is good. I can't wait to come up and do comedy to that. I love you, Monty. No, I don't. Okay. I'm gay, but it's a means to an end. But I have a girlfriend, and we were talking about hall passes. You guys know what that is? Yeah? Do you guys know? Okay, a hall pass is like, if you're dating someone, like, monogamously, it's like the one person that you're allowed to cheat on your partner with, you know?
I'm a teacher, so what they hall pass is they can hall. Okay,
yeah, it's not like a teaching hall pass. That would be pretty weird. No, that's not what it is at all. No. But so I learned through this exercise that I'm like too jealous and petty to even entertain the idea of a hall pass. So what my girlfriend and I have instead is reverse hall passes, where like she's allowed to cheat on me, but it has to be with the person that I choose, you know? So like she could cheat on me, but it has to be with Danny DeVito, you know? And like I can cheat on her, but it has to be with a member of ISIS. But the joke's on her though, because it's like way easier for me to find someone to cheat with than it would be for her, you know? Let's just say, inshallah, she doesn't check my Twitter DM requests. Brambly Park, I was actually here yesterday. Give it up for if you were here yesterday. Yeah, anybody? Okay, yeah. I was here with you. Okay, sir, you have a family. Can you relate to this? Sometimes, you know when you're like out with a bunch of people that you don't know and you took like one too many squares of a mushroom chocolate bar? You know what I'm talking about? You're like, oh wait, I'm about to get very, very strange. I need to get out of here immediately. Cool, good. All right, good. There's like pockets of people smiling, so I think that that's pretty good. You ladies having a good time? Good. You guys dating or just friends or friends? Okay, cool. I have a friend at home waiting for me too. Good. I'm pretty, I think about the news a lot. You guys think about the news? Yeah. Good, okay, good. This is going well. I think about the news a lot, and like, there's this one story that like lives rent-free in my head from like 2017. Do you guys remember like when Russians were going into foreign countries and like poisoning people? You guys remember that? There was like one story from the New York Times of these Russian
agents basically going to like England and then poisoning. Yeah. And then, okay, so the thing with that story was they poisoned 3 people. The one guy that they were supposed to poison, and then 2 other people. And the New York Times completely buried the lead on this story because the 2 extra people that got poisoned, the poison was in like a perfume bottle, right? And so they sprayed this perfume bottle on like a doorknob, and then the guy took it, and then whatever, he died. And then the 2 other people, it's a couple, and this man was walking through the park, and he found a bottle of perfume in the garbage. And then he said, "I don't say no to free perfume," and picked it up and gave it to his girlfriend. And then she sprayed that perfume, and they both got poisoned with this like nerve agent, and they almost died. And I don't know about you, but I would rather do 25 to life and have everyone think that I tried to murder my girlfriend than have anybody believe that I found perfume in the fucking garbage to give to her. Unreal. Okay, I have time for one more, and I'm just like doing new jokes because, no offense, I don't really care how I do up here tonight. So it's not. I mean, what am I gonna what am I gonna do well at 6 o'clock in the afternoon? Okay, let's try this one. What is that? I thought it was you, Pete, fucking me over. All right. He's like, it's like the Oscars. It's like, okay, time to go home now. Okay, so I think that people who make their diets like their whole personality are insufferable. You know what I mean? Like, vegans are awful. We can all agree. Everybody knows that vegans are the worst, right? But I think the silent killer there, like the people that are truly even worse, are the people that are like all about grilling, you know? Do we have any like meat guys in here? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Just the, no offense, I don't understand it. The people that like equate, like you ever go on Instagram and you see these like big beefy dudes and they're like, "I'm gonna grill a fucking tomahawk steak tonight because I am a man and I'm providing for my family." You know what I'm talking about? It's like, motherfucker, I saw you put that dainty little ribeye in your shopping cart at Food Lion, okay? You know I jumped through the same hoops to buy tampons? Okay, that's it. That's all I got. I've been Lucy Bonino.
Lucy Bonino, everybody! Poisoning the people with her laughter and comedy! Keep it going for Lucy, everybody! And keep that energy up for our final open micer this evening. He is the host of the Comedy Festival. We are all here tonight. We would not be here this evening without this man, so please give a very warm welcome to the one and only Mu Cuzzo!
Keep it going for Will Minor, ladies and gentlemen. Hosting the 804 Showrunner Showcase. Everybody you just saw, they either host either an open mic or a showcase. It is important to support local arts. Can you imagine what those characters would be like at work if they didn't have that outlet? So please support them before they get fired. All right, so listen, y'all ready to keep this thing going? Now I got some free tote bags with some mental health resources inside. Please feel free to come and grab one. Also, thank y'all for checking out our vendors, RHJ, Artisan Cigar and Tobacco, and then also Clover Lick Tea Company over there, and then Eat My Egg Roll right there, that big old yellow truck. And now on this portion of the show, we are about to do some improv. How many of y'all seen improv before? Alright, that's cool, that's cool. If this is your first time, improv basically is a bunch of people playing on stage, making up stories as they go. But to start it off, to help them with ideas or to help them with whatever they're going to jump off, what they call jump off points, we're going to bring a comedian who is the showrunner for a local showcase called You Should Have Been There, which is a storytelling comedy show where the comedians come, they tell stories. So he's going to come and he's going to talk about some stuff for about 10 minutes. And then our improv group, courtesy of Bridge 9 Theater, are going to come and play on stage. But before we do that, I would like for Rachel to come join me. They are going to help me first test the sound to see if we should do this on stage or if we're going to come out there and get really all up in your face. So, how do you want this mic, Pete? Up front, down low?
Up front, okay. Yeah, we're gonna test if these are working. Is this picking me up? Can we hear me from where we are? Not really. Okay, cool. Cool. Great, yeah, a little bit. Okay, great. We might be up in your face for that, for this portion of it. We're gonna let Jack be up here for doing stand-up, and then we're gonna kind of be a little bit, not fully in your face, just down in this front section doing some improv. That sound good? Yeah! Let's you want to introduce Jack?
Yeah, but before that, in the back, I know y'all comfortable, but for this part only, if you do want to come up front to some of these tables, because they're going to come out on the floor and do the improv, and so they're all going to project, you might hear them, but if you come up closer, bro in the back looks super comfortable, so I don't even expect for you to move. I know that's right. And my sister, and listen, were you the one I saw in the parking lot at first? I got something for you. I got a t-shirt for you, courtesy of the National Alliance of Mental Illness, for being the first person to show up. She was here at 4 o'clock, ready for the festival. So I got a t-shirt over here. It is for you. Please don't leave without it. I got you. All right. So, without further ado, we are going to bring to the stage, again, the host of You Should Have Been There. Every month, he can tell you where it's at, because I said it wrong last time. Very crazy, hilarious little idiot. Y'all put your hands together for Jack Parker.
Phone clicking that interference. Hello?
Man. Hello? Dude, who needs mental health awareness when you can have Mu Cuzzo build you up? Oh, best feeling in the world, calling me little. I felt amazing. Oh. No, guys, I do run a little storytelling show. It is called You Should Have Been There. It's at Kava Club every second Friday of the month. And I did that because I just felt like I wanted to do something a little different. I think personally that a lot of like being a comedian should be like trying to share the things that like hurt you and turn it into something that not only you can laugh about, but that other people can laugh about. You get a wonderful little relationship with those people, and then you can bond over your personal misery and how that might have helped out with them. So, bearing that in mind, get ready for some weird shit. I realize you guys are going to perform based off of the stories I tell tonight. I'm concerned about who's going to be me. This is gonna be interesting. I want to see someone actually shave their head. Let's go. Shave your head on stage. I want to see commitment to the bit. Now, so I guess I should start. I do love living in Richmond. I think so much of like having lived here for 5 years is like I've been through like personal journeys myself. Because it's amazing. You're never quite in the same place like mentally that you were 1 year or another. You always have a different set of problems. No one's ever done. They're always doing something a little bit different. They have a different challenge that they're facing. Like, I remember for me, like, I had a massive problem with my mental health a while back. Like, it was, I was working way too many hours. It was really affecting this relationship I was in. You know, it was just really falling apart. Like, part of it was, you know, two people that are just trying to force it to work when they're just not made for each other. It happens. Sometimes you don't fit with someone. That's okay. But when you try to force it, it hurts. And you know what, guys, like, I'll be honest, like, she's an amazing person. She's a poet. She's a bisexual witch, because Richmond. Yeah, home court advantage. I don't know if you've noticed that. As part of, like, moving to Richmond, what I realized is that I only end up exclusively dating bisexual women. And that's not, like, a preference. That's just what's available. A little less about my personal taste, more Richmond's lack of biodiversity. It's what you get. You can have a bisexual witch, a bisexual nurse, or a bisexual bartender. Then you're like, oh, but what if I want a bisexual pothead? Well, that's what's known as the free bingo space. They're everywhere. No, it was rough. You know when you know a relationship is on the downturn, but you don't want to admit it? Because you're like, no, if I just keep working harder, I can make this work, I can make this work. And you can't fit a round hole through a circle through a square hole. It's just not going to work. She didn't have a square vagina. I'm letting you know that off the bat. I realized how that sounded after I said it. That's not the case. Some of you know her. I don't want you to get the wrong impression. No. It does suck, because you're not made for each other, you're just trying to figure stuff out, and there are always the signs. Like, I'll admit, I knew I was going to get dumped, like, easily a week before she dumped me. And the reason how I knew was, this was back in, I think, 2021.
No, this is 2022. We had been like both going through major bouts of depression. We weren't working on it. We were just throwing ourselves into the relationship that stopped like, you know, giving you the same levels of serotonin. You know, and it just naturally kind of happens. And so she's like, I need to have a main character adventure. So I'm going to go up to New York. I'm going to take the train. I'm just going to go throughout the city for a couple of days, and I'm going to come back. I was like, all right, cool, lad, do your thing. And so she got on that train in October, going to New York City, the weekend that Taylor Swift re-released the Red album. Yeah. She watched the leaves change while listening to Taylor Swift, got off that train in a red beret and a black scarf, and I went, It was a rough one. I'm not gonna lie, like it was, we ended up actually like laughing through the breakup because I think we both realized it needed to happen. Like, we were actually, I was driving her back from the train station, like I pulled up, it started raining, of course it was raining. Pulled up to this red light, it's like 11:30 p.m. I'm driving her back to her apartment. She's like, you know, I don't feel like this is going anywhere. It's not going to go anywhere. I'm like, you know what, this happens and I appreciate it. And we're both crying, but we're also laughing because we're making jokes throughout it. And then like, you know, we're sitting there, it's the longest red light ever. And she says, can you look at me? And I look over at her and there's just her face bathed in the stoplight. And I go, you're fucking imagining this as a Red Album music video right now, aren't you? And she's like, you see it too! And I went, that makes you Jake Gyllenhaal, because you're the one dumping. And that made her mad. You don't want to say that out loud to a Swiftie. Well, I don't know. I think I handled the breakup pretty healthy. Like, I had already started getting into therapy. Like, I started cutting my hours so I could focus more on my mental health. And when you get out of a relationship, you don't really know, like, what to immediately do, because you have all this emotion. You're used to another being in your life that you can get along with, that you can like support. And that is an important thing I believe that we should all have in our day-to-day lives. We all need a support system. So I was like, all right, I still want to love something and care for someone, but I can't have it be a real person. So I just got a cat, and that's the right terminology, by the way. I didn't adopt a cat. I just got a cat. No one has ever stopped anyone from just getting a cat. You can walk, I was gonna say walk outside, but you can walk 30 feet over there. Pick a cat up off the ground, say, this is mine now. No one will fight you. Here's how this happened and I ended up getting a cat. I said out loud at work, I don't know, I'm thinking about getting a cat, and a cat lady just appeared out of nowhere. She's like, I got a cat for you! What kind of cat you want? I was like, whoa, a lot of energy. I don't really know, like I'm still figuring this out. She's like, I have access to a wide variety of cats. She said access, that didn't make it sound like legit, but okay. She's like, any kind of cat you want, any gender, any like coloring, I got you. I'm like, I don't know, I grew up with Boston Terriers. Like I've always loved like black and white coloring. And so she went, I got you, you want a tuxedo cat. Yep. I was like, yeah, I guess, sure. She's like, I can do that for you. I was like, all right, cool. Let's like exchange information. We can like work something out later this week. And she's like, no, it's in the car right now. Oh, shit. And so within 2 hours, I was back at my apartment and she's bringing in this cat, just drops it on the floor. She says, this is Lady. She's gonna take a little bit of time to get used to you, but I promise in no time you're gonna be best friends. Just let her come to you. I went, okay, fine. I've surrendered control of my life by this point. I'm just trying to get through the day. So I sat down next to the couch, like just kind of held my hand under there, letting her get my scent. And then I got a text about 30 seconds after the door closed. It said, couple of things you might need to know. Red flag. She said, Lady was born on a farm with 47 other cats and access to 124 acres. But your 1-bed, 1-bath apartment in the fan is gonna go great. By the way, small detail, not important. She might hate men, but good luck. And this cat ran away immediately. I don't know if you guys saw that coming or not. I didn't. But in fairness, I didn't see the cat showing up in my apartment when I woke up that morning. You guys have to understand this. I got broken up with on that Saturday. I was gifted this hatred-filled cat on a Tuesday. If you track it, I was broken up by 2 different species in the span of a week. You know what doesn't help your mental health? That! Ugh. So I'm brokenhearted. Like, I realized this cat is running around because I looked throughout the entire apartment, couldn't find her this entire time. And so I'm just like wandering through the fan, trying to find like this cat, trying not to like let something else die on me like I killed my relationship. Obviously I was in a good place. Should have been responsible for an animal, clearly. And so I'm wandering through like the fan, and I'm not considering in my highly emotional state like how other people are perceiving me looking for a cat that doesn't want to be found. Because you guys gotta understand, 11:30 p.m. on a Tuesday in the fan, some lawyer who works for Biden is trying to like fall asleep because he's got a conference call at 7 in the morning, and he's just resting his head against his pillow, and he just hears, "Lady! Lady, I just want you to come home with me! Why won't you let me love you?" And that's not a good visualization, because whatever he constructed in his mind, it didn't look better in person. Because there was a dude outside just smoking a cigarette, seeing me shout into the night, and I'm not going to lie, I think I harshed his buzz a tad. I'm pretty sure he physically drilled a new board into his door, because I heard the second he got inside. And I don't know, it was rough, because like basically for about an hour and a half I was looking for this cat. Could not find her anywhere. And then I actually thought I saw her, like I saw some rustling in some bushes, and I saw something dart in. I saw like a little flash of white, and I'm like, oh, tuxedo cat, there we go. So I kind of like dove for her, and I learned that Richmond is home to possums. And when you think that you are jumping into a bush to pull out a sweet, possibly feral tuxedo cat, and instead you pull out an albino hellbeast, you make noises you weren't aware that you could make. So now there is a final little cusp on this story that someone else has been building their head of the maniac chasing some poor woman through the fan, which was, "Lady! There you are!" Ah! Guys, I have successfully lowered the property value so much, my rent hasn't gone up in like 3 years. So you are welcome. That's all I want to give you guys. Please, give it up for improv.
All right, I'd like to start this meeting of the bisexual witches off. We need a new location. Anyone have ideas of cities?
Seattle.
Philadelphia. Oh.
What?
Philadelphia?
Oh.
Okay, what are the redeeming qualities?
It stinks only a little bit.
Okay, I'm open. Seattle.
I like Seattle. There's a lot of herbalists and people are in traditional medicine, and there's a lot of sober folks there. I'm into that now.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of you.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Why do you sound surprised?
No, I'm very happy for you on this journey. I'm not surprised for you. I'm very happy for you. I'm supportive of what journeys we need. All right, we have Philly and Seattle. Other options?
If I may.
You may?
Richmond.
Oh, God.
Oh. You do this every time. All right, we'll hear you out. Please bring the qualities. Yes, everyone stir your own individual cauldrons.
Please,
yeah,
please.
No. Oh,
Well,
that's so cute.
It's travel size.
Please carry on with the Richmond.
You know, they're all there. Why don't we go there?
I mean, it's a great point.
That's a good
Stop that.
really
Stop
solid
that.
point. I didn't realize. Have we missed the? Wait, I'm sorry.
Strengthen numbers.
Strengthened up, right? We can all corral there and then take over the whole United States via the Eastern Seaboard up to Philly next.
Yes.
Yeah, I like this. All right, all in favor of relocating the cauldrons to Richmond?
Say bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
You're the white person. Bye. Yo.
I hate it.
You know, Shane, I think about getting into mental health, maybe.
But I mean, don't you have to kind of heal yourself first before you can? I'm just saying, like you've had a few. You know what? I think it's a great idea, and I'm I'm sure your doctors will agree.
Shayna, let me just save this document one sec. It sounds like you're trying to take jobs away from mental health professionals with this heal yourself stuff. Is that what you're doing?
I mean, you have been talking about seeing someone for so long that I think that you should just try to, yeah.
No, that's great. That helps me feel listened to.
Yeah.
I honestly, you could be a mental health professional, Shayna. You could.
I'm just really enjoying this conversation. If you guys could speak up a little louder so I can really record it. I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot.
I thought you were on a conference call.
Yeah. What are the headphones about?
Are you on mute? That's a privacy violation.
Yeah.
And they see this is what I'm learning.
You're gonna call HR on her again.
Will you find out
But
if
call
she's-
nice and loud so I can learn how to call HR. I mean, what?
Is anyone recording your conference call? Because I did meet someone last night at the bar. I'm kind of excited about it, but I don't know if I want to go there at work if someone's recording your conference call.
No one's recording the call.
Oh.
Are you gonna tell him? Are you gonna talk
Should I
about
record
Jane
the
again?
call?
Are you gonna talk about Jane?
Don't record it. It was Jane, the bartender. Yeah.
It was not Jane.
3 orgasms between us. It was
I did
crazy.
this speakerphone.
What?
I hit the intercom system for the whole office.
Oh, look, everybody's high-fiving you.
You're on
How
an
many
earnings
orgasms
call.
was it? All the cubicle people are
3.
high-fiving.
Yeah.
That's great.
I haven't had that many orgasms. Oh, hey, how's it going? I'm getting HR. I'm getting on a conference call with HR right
Okay,
now.
you call it. You know what? You get HR on the phone.
Fucking earnings call. They're all hearing about my sex life. I don't like that.
But at least it was good this time, honey.
You're the one that offered it up.
Hi, it's HR speaking.
Oh my God, I'm so glad you're on. The calendar's booked till next Tuesday. Thank you for making time for me.
Of course. We love to create a safe space in this environment. Yeah, super safe space, really supportive here.
appreciate
You know,
that.
she's
Yeah, I
cool.
appreciate that.
She's the one who got it approved for me to have my emotional support possum.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know we did that.
We do, and they come in albino.
Oh.
They do.
Oh.
Less trouble than a cat, I've heard.
Well, it's just that I might be interested in that, but I met somebody last night at the bar, and we had a really good time. I mean, I'd known them.
Did
but
they
like,
orgasm?
3 times.
3 times!
No, the
So
issue,
sweet.
wait,
He's gotta be out here.
Come on! Boy!
It's just one small gerbil.
Come here, boy!
How hard could it be to
Come
find
on,
in
boy!
Richmond?
Where's that boy? Boy! Yeah!
He's just nowhere to be found.
Boy, come on, boy! One boy! I'm right here. Boy!
I guess he's gone forever.
I'm right here. One straight boy in Richmond. I'm right here. Can you see me?
It's like he's still here.
I can hear him. I can really hear boy.
Shannon,
I'm here. Shannon. Boy!
I think we should bring in a pet psychic. Maybe to talk to him.
No, not
since
again.
He's not here.
Not again. Fuck, not the sidekick. We can bring a sidekick out.
I heard you wanted a sidekick. I was standing over there smoking a cigarette.
Are you just ready and available at all times?
I live here.
Oh, well,
So
we've lost boy again. Tell him I'm right here. Oh god, it smells.
He's right here. Apparently you smell too.
Oh, no, it's you. It's the cigarette.
He's definitely talking about you. I think that's why he ran
I
away.
tried to shower a little bit better.
You do
today.
smell sometimes.
I'm trying a new perfume out, okay?
I would not try it anymore.
Someone, please, I'm hungry. I'm hungry, please. I'm right here. Right, if we were to
I
find
have no idea where he could be.
Okay, how do we find?
Looking for the gerbil or whatever it is?
We're looking for boy. We can't find boy. We
Thank you for the
God.
perfume.
Oh. That perfume might have been best. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. We need plans.
We need a big plan.
Big plan.
Because
Yeah.
you need a main character adventure.
Yes, I do. I am ready for a main character adventure.
You've
I
always been the side piece.
sidekick.
You've always been the
Sidekick.
support side. That's the same.
No,
I
they're
can't
very
get a
different.
piece. Well, anyway, I want to focus on you. I'm your best friend.
And I appreciate that, but I'm not ready for a sidekick adventure. Okay.
What's your budget? I can help plan. I'm very good at planning things.
Okay, I have a few points with Delta.
Okay, so a road trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, you said a few. I've got a map.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah.
Pen
That's
it
fun.
up.
I love that.
What's so low, like? You've got that. Oh. What kidney stone? What? I'm just going by your face.
It's a lot of pressure to be in charge of a thing, okay? I'm not in charge of things.
How about, that's main character adventure. I can tee you up, but I can't be in charge of it. Let's do a radius.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that circle. I really appreciate that circle.
Asheville,
yeah.
Morgantown.
Okay.
There's a lot of outdoorsy people there.
Oh, yeah. I like the trees are nice. Trees are good. I can do trees.
Your face is giving me just gastritis now.
No, it's
less kidney stone-ish. So that's.
But you're gonna be there as I go on this adventure, right?
I will keep my phone on loud. I can do that. Veronica, come on.
Yeah, okay.
This is your chance. Where do you want to go?
Morgantown sounds nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Flash forward to the adventure.
How's it going? Talk to me.
Okay. Well, I'm here.
Okay.
I've walked a sidewalk.
You making eye contact?
No.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Try that.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll be right here. My phone's on loud.
Okay. So I'm making eye contact. Do I stop making eye contact or do I keep making eye contact? Oh God! Okay. That didn't go well.
Hey babe, are you there?
No, I'm still
hey,
here.
best friend. I hung up. I thought we were done.
No, I was making
How's
eye
it
contact.
going with the eye contact?
No, it's not going well with the eye contact.
Sounds good. Those are happy noises.
No, they're not. I've been pepper
I can't see your face. I don't read emotional cues on the vocal.
All right. Do you have any other tips aside from eye contact?
Okay, so we got eye contact. How about asking people about their weekend? They love to talk about themselves.
Okay, yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. How was your weekend? Fuck you. Okay, that didn't go well.
Did you get a response?
Yes, I
That's
did.
something.
Okay, yeah, I love that. I love that for me. Okay.
Find someone who looks approachable. Somebody who looks gentle.
Okay.
Understanding.
Not that one.
Okay.
There's a cat.
There's a cat?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Pet that cat.
Okay.
Oh, let the cat come to you.
Oh.
Heard that.
Do I pet it or do I let it come to me?
You let it come to you.
Oh God,
if
it's
it, if
touching
it
me.
initiates, you can pet.
It's making me pet it.
Right, you're breaking up. I just got to. You've got to be willing to set a boundary.
What? I can't hear you. I can't hear what you're saying.
Sometimes cats are dominant. Oh, I lost signal.
Take me home.
So, Doc, guess you're wondering why I called you here today.
Oh yeah, according to your mind chart, it says that you have a UTI?
It's kind of like a UTI, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna have to order antibiotics.
But well...
You want to need an insert?
Currently, let's just say currently the vagina is square, okay? Let's just say that.
My sweet child, you have a square vagina?
No, it wasn't to begin with.
This is a breakthrough in science, because I have a circular penis.
Flash forward to the TED Talk.
So when I met this young woman and found out she had a square vagina, this motivated me to go to grad school.
I didn't consent to this TED Talk, okay? Like, I feel like this is a little bit of breach of boundaries.
You signed a contract, such as I did for grad school at Yale.
Flash forward to the book tour.
You know, this book tour is sponsored by Square Dildos. Do you want me to make it good? Your dildo? Do you want me to sign it?
Yeah, please sign it. If you could sign the dildo, yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. You are such a joy, like an inspiration to all of us. I don't tell many people this often. I have a triangle. Okay, bye.
Is it natural?
Yes.
See, the problem was mine wasn't natural.
It is natural.
No,
it's so
it was a lie?
What?
I told you.
We're losing money.
It was a square wooden block that got shoved
No,
up there.
don't tell people that. We're losing money.
I wanted it out.
Here, give me your dildos. I want to sign more.
Flash forward to the bad things on the news about it. They've been lying to us for years.
No, we haven't.
Who can we trust now?
Can someone take this block out of my vagina, please? I just want it out.
Yeah, welcome to Bert's tree removal. We do limbs, we do stump removal, we do a little land clearing.
Okay.
What can we do for it? We got a special through Labor Day.
Okay, well, see,
tree. Okay, I can picture it. What kind of, is it a maple? What's the root system?
I don't know, I'm not an
I'm good
arborist.
with trees. Well, we can go inside. We can go take a look, that's great.
Hey,
I'll call my crew.
You want to hold hands?
Well, I've never been asked that.
I'm going to assume that's a yes.
You're clammy.
Yeah, I'm a little, I don't get out very much, okay? I just leave this tree in. Okay.
Wow, here we are walking a long time over a great distance.
It's so far.
Wow.
You should have drove.
I don't want to let go, honestly.
Well, you did.
That was nice.
You kind of did first, actually.
My name's Bert. Nobody holds hands with a guy named Bert. Especially not if he's in tree removal. I got calluses and I let go because I was scared you were going to let go.
Did you hear that? He said removal. I know, we can't be removed.
So anyway, can we talk about me now? This tree keeps on talking. And I don't think that's cool. Like, I'm not a fan. And also, it shimmies a little.
Have you tried reasoning with it? You know, giving it an allowance?
I don't talk to trees.
Does it have a curfew?
Okay.
Well, look, I just tree removal, but that work's happening right now. What I haven't been able to remove is the awful loneliness I have.
No one cares about it, okay?
Before and after you held my hand, I was lonely.
I didn't hire you for a date. I hired you to get rid of these.
But there was a little space in the middle where we were holding hands and it felt something different.
If I thought it was going to lead to something, I wouldn't have offered.
I don't know what to call it.
If we might intercede, we will support the date. You haven't gone on a date in a long while. It's been a hot minute. We were just but a tiny little sapling when you moved in here.
And now they're giving me dating advice.
Just saying.
Was that a date? Did we date?
No.
Is that what that feeling was?
Any port in a storm.
Any port in a storm will do, yeah.
I felt like a princess. I did.
That sounds great for you. Maybe you should discuss it with somebody else.
I had main character energy.
You both have main character energy if you feel it hard enough inside your souls.
Yep. Please don't. Can you just kill the trees?
No, it's like the grandmother tree in Pocahontas to me now.
It's true. We also have like 12 cats in here. Yep.
And the tree has a family.
Okay, cool.
You monster! I dated a monster.
Can you pull a giving tree and just
And
cut
that
it down?
hamster from before.
No!
Do it!
That's my childhood trauma, the giving tree.
Oh, well, that's really. Well, why are you in?
All right, boss, I'm gonna take it down.
And that's Cyber Bridge Night! Thank you! Let's give it over to the man of the hour, Mu Cuzzo!
Keep it going for Bridge 9 Theater, y'all. Thank y'all in the back that couldn't hear for not just starting to talk. That was good. I'm glad y'all paid attention. Hey, Rachel. So I feel like improv is a great way to therapeutically get out your energy sometimes. And if they want to maybe just join in, like wouldn't it be great if there was like a community improv where you could just show up and sign up and play? If there was something like that, where would they go to online to find that?
They would go to bridge9theater.com.
Bridge9theater.com. Theater like theater, not theater like theater.
Yeah, theater the
Only people who grew up in theater know what the hell I just meant. But the rest of y'all just went to movies. All right. Yes, we're going to keep this thing moving right along with our next comedian. Keep that love going for Patrick Logan.
Keep it going for Mu Cuzzo, everybody. Oh my gosh. I love this place. Make some noise for Brambly Park for doing this. Oh my gosh. I love this place. This is a great place for first dates. I've been on a lot of first dates here. I've been on like 10 first dates here. That's an easy way of saying I've never been on a second date. And I don't have a girlfriend. What's up to my people in the back? I see y'all back there. What's up, people in the back? Come on, they smoking weed back there. The white people doing cocaine. All right. My name's Patrick Logan. I was born December 24th, 1989. I told my friend that. He's like, damn, dude, you were born in the 80s. What was it like? I'm like, I don't remember. It had to be great. I spent a whole week in the 80s sucking a tit. And 10 years in the 90s. And 24 years in... Never mind. I didn't know my ethnicity growing up because I look like DJ Khaled and my mom looks like Paula Dean. Especially when she says the N-word. I'm kidding, guys. My mom does not look like Paula Dean. No, I did not know my ethnicity growing up. And people would always say, you don't look white. You're not all the way white. And I was so happy when I found out that I'm 35% Portuguese. I was like, hell yeah, I'm Latino. And then I figured out where Portugal is. Fuck, I'm still white. There's a little bit of Irish. The Irish stands for I wish I was black. I was upset I was 100% white, and then I thought about it. I was like, not so bad, not so bad. We're living in crazy times, guys. We're all lucky to be here tonight together. We're living in crazy times. Presidential assassination attempts, Microsoft crashing. You never know what'll happen tomorrow, like a train running through your set. You know, we never know what could happen. We're all lucky to be here. You gotta go for your dreams, everybody. I'm gonna do anal. I hope it doesn't hurt. I blame the train for that joke not hitting. I grew up in a black neighborhood. I grew up in a black neighborhood, and I learned a lot. I learned a lot living like that. I learned some hood rules. Some rules I like to call hood rules. And y'all back me up on this. There's some good hood rules and bad hood rules. A good hood rule, mind your business. I can't fight, that's a good rule. Another good hood rule, protect your neck. I'm white, I need suntan lotion, that's a good rule. But this rule that I don't like this one. These hoes are for everybody. For everybody? I like her.
You alright, just join the roster.
She's a good girl. She wasn't being herself.
Only on Sunday.
I love my mom. I don't expect much from myself. My greatest accomplishment is getting a really good job for a multi-billion-dollar company that pays me just as much as I hear they're hiring for at Wendy's now. Real proud of that. Multi-billion-dollar company, and I saw a mouse at work recently. Mouse just scurries across the floor, peeing and pooping everywhere, eating crumbs off the floor, and I was mad as hell, because I work from home. And I didn't catch it, so it's still at my job right now. It'll be there in the morning. I love working from home. Say what you want. Casual Fridays has nothing on Balls Out Thursdays, am I right? I put my beard oil in for this. Hell yeah. Shorty up front in the suspenders likes it. It's working already. I put my beard oil. I used to never put in beard oil. I used to only do it on special occasions, you know? And until I went on a date, and the lady was like, ooh, I love the way that smells. I can just put my face in it all night. So ever since then, I've been putting in beard oil every day. On my pubes. It hasn't helped me get a blowjob, but my confidence is glistening. Sometimes I lather it on real heavy so it drips down and soothes my hemorrhoids. No, I actually did get a blowjob with it, and it was wild. When she came up to kiss me, I could smell my beard oil on her mustache. It was wild. Well, I do want to leave you guys with a safety tip. I don't know if y'all know about these window breakers. If you drive your car off a bridge, you can break yourself out of the window and escape. There's a new one on Facebook with a money-back guarantee. For what? That's like selling a parachute with a money-back guarantee. That's like selling fentanyl in general. I received some sad news recently. My friend said she had to put her dog down. It was real sad. She's like, yeah, Patrick, I've got to send Roscoe across the Rainbow Bridge. And I just thought that was devastating, that her dog's gotta go to gay heaven. Rainbow Bridge, hope he's got a window breaker. All right, guys, I killed this. Thanks for having me. My name's Patrick Logan. Give it up for Mu Cuzzo.
Keep it going for Patrick Logan. He hosts a monthly showcase called Another Round Comedy at Another Round Bar and Grill. Follow him. You can follow any one of these comedians at the Comedy RVA. Did I do it right, Will? Will, was it Comedy RVA? Comedy RVA on Instagram, and you can find all of the shows that all of these people run there. All right, we got another comedian that's gonna do 5 minutes before I bring out our first headlining comedian. We got 4 headlining comedians, just so you know. We got Heather Joyce, Patrice DeVoe, James Lawson, and Remo Millz. Yeah, so it's about to get real. Now this guy that I'm bringing up before I bring up our first headliner, he is a host at WRVA 1140. He doesn't run any comedy rooms, but he sure does run his mouth. And he came here to do a few minutes for y'all tonight. Show some love for Richard McKann.
Hello, everybody. I know you've been waiting, and I have too. So since this is a positive vibes only, I thought I'd tell you a positive story. Who wants to hear a positive story? See, I looked like a 52-year-old redneck. In fact, I'm a unicorn.
All right now.
In fact, I'm not even a unicorn. I'm a unicorn with dragon wings. I am special. You know why? Because I found love at 45 years old. Real stuff, the good stuff. 7 years together, haven't had a fight. Tell me about it. I'm doing it right.
You're doing all right.
Did it wrong the first time. Did it very wrong the first time. I dated a evil woman. And I can prove it. See, most of you all thinking, okay, another comedian, he's gonna rip on his ex-wife. How bad could she be? This is how bad she could be. 5 years after my divorce, I am remarried. I get a phone call from my stepson. See, in the first marriage, she had kids, I became stepfather, stepkids. Then the divorce goes away, no more kids. So I get a phone call from my stepson, and he says, Richard, how are you? I said, Will, I'm doing good. He goes, Richard, I'm getting married. I'm like, my God, I remember he's like 14. Now he's getting married. He goes, Richard, I want you and Joanne to come to the wedding. I want you to be there for my special day. I said, I can't do that. I can't be around your mom, man. It's too much. I can't do it. I'm glad you're getting married. I'm very happy for you. I can't do it. Your mom's gonna be there. There's a pause, and he goes, that bitch ain't invited. I must have done something right. But it worked at me. That divorce, it ate me up. It did. I lost a house. I lost a business. I'm getting to the funny part, I promise. I was in bad shape. I was that dog on the commercial with Sarah McLachlan singing in the background. I'm just sitting there, but in the eyes of an angel. I was messed up. And then God came down. He put his hand right on my shoulder. He said, okay, boy, you've had enough. This is Joanne. Now, I am 52 years old. I was 45 at the time. My wife is 2 years older than me and looks like she's 20 years younger than me. She has never been married, so her body is at factory settings. Works for me. And her mom, obviously, now be clear, I married up. Anybody out there, I strongly advise you, marry up. If you get the chance. We skipped a bunch of classes. Her mom had been preparing for her to get married, I'm figuring since her 30s. And now we're in our 40s.
Mom didn't stop preparing. So the thing about being middle-aged when you get married or get into a serious relationship is at 45, I've already filled the house. I have a house, I have a sofa, I have the dishes, I have everything. And then here comes another house. And her mom's leading the charge like, we've got her stuff, it's getting out of our house, it's going into your house, we've got her stuff. It started with the dishes, which was fine by me, because I think at the time I owned like 2 dishes, 3 cups, a fork. You know, if you're coming over to my house, it's gonna be paper plates and plastic. Here comes a set of dishes. She goes, Richard, these are Joanne's dishes, and here's a set of towels. Awesome. 2 weeks later, she comes back down from DC. She goes, oh, by the way, I brought you some towels. Well, we just got towels. You could use some more towels. Okay. More towels. 4 weeks later, she comes back down from DC. She goes, Richard, I brought you guys some towels, some sheets, and a set of dishes. So, wait a minute. We already have a set of dishes. She goes, no. These are the nice dishes. I've never had dishes that matched. So now we've got nice dishes. Okay, no problem. Got this. Oh, look, more towels. She comes down a month and a half later and she goes, I brought the china, the silver, and the Waterford crystal. I'm like, have you met me? Where are we gonna put, I had no idea where we were gonna put all this stuff. But that's part of finding love at middle age. My wife doesn't ask for anything. I love her to death until she asks for a dog. Now, over the years, I grew up on a farm. We had dogs, and being a grown-up, I've had dogs. I didn't want to have another dog. I'm done with dogs. No more dogs. And she looks at me, she goes, Richard, I grew up in Washington, D.C. We never had a dog. What am I gonna do? She's asking for a dog. It's like, okay, we're gonna have rules. Rules for this dog. Are you ready? She goes, yes. I said, you're gonna agree to this? She goes, yes. I say, first of all, I want a medium-sized dog. Medium size. I've had German Shepherds. I don't want a little dog, I want a medium-sized dog. Are we okay then? We're okay. 2, that dog does not sleep in the bed. I don't care, it's just gross. We are not having a dog in the bed. I don't care what's going on. Don't care how much you love him, a dog's not sleeping in the bed. Are we good with that? Yes. 3, if this dog has to go out, you're taking it out. I'm not getting stuck taking out the dog. I don't care, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't care if it's raining. I don't care if it's snowing. I'm not taking out the dog. Are we good with this? Yes. Rule number 1 was a medium-sized dog. She brings home a dachshund who's about 6 inches tall. His name is Oscar. Rule number 2 was the dog does not sleep in the bed. It sleeps on her head. Right here, right behind her head. Rule number 3 was if the dog has to go out, you're taking it out. This rule I know she's followed because more than once I faked being asleep going, that dog has to go outside, it's raining, I'm not going to shoot. And darn if she didn't do it. Positive vibes. I'm going to end it with one thing. First time I picked up the mic in 4 years was a Saturday a week ago because of Mu. 72 hours before I did that stand-up, I entered a rehab program for alcohol. The very last of my DT sweats was right there on that stage. Thanks, everybody.
Black sheep never knew the capture, knew to wear the white coat, never.
And that's why a lot of open mics is important. Y'all don't know sometimes what you're doing for somebody all by showing up to a free show, free open mic. You know what I mean? And a lot of these comics that y'all seen up here, y'all see they got issues. You know what I mean? You seeing people identifying as different things they weren't born as, like, and we inclusive. We accept them all. Like, you see, we let Richard identify as a comedian. He won't funny, but we love him. Now, he killed it last week. He came up here and said, I wrote a whole new set. You should have did the old shit, dog. He came up here talking about your bitch and ex-wife. Nah. That's cool. I don't care what you say. I love being married. I love being married. One thing I didn't know, once I got married now, I could cancel plans on people just by saying my wife. I used to have to come up with excuses. My homeboy asked me to help him move. I said I would, but my wife, he said, no, you good. I said, oh, snap. Use this all the time. It don't work everywhere, though. I tried to use it yesterday. I was like, I would love to stick around for this, but my wife, and it was like, dog, this is marriage counseling. So I needed that. Shout out to everybody that go to counseling. How many of y'all go to counseling? Make some noise. That's what this is all about. Those y'all not making no noise, man, please go get some help. You is getting on your family's goddamn nerves. We got resources in those bags. We got all type of people you can call to get help. A lot of it is free. Just pick it up and check it out. All right, are y'all ready for your first headliner comedian? So this comedian is going to get a segment all to her own because she is doing musical comedy for y'all. After that, I got some spoken word. We're going to get to that later and then the rest of the headliners. But for right now, this young lady, she produces comedy all over. She said Fredericksburg, but I see her all over the DMV. She has an album dropping next month. She's going to be performing at the Fredericksburg Theater on the 12th, be at the DC Improv from time to time. Hey, doing big things in such a petite body. Y'all put your hands together for Heather Joyce.
Hey guys, give yourselves a hand for coming out on a Monday evening. Y'all are awesome. Let me start by saying I know what I look like. I am aware of the energy that I am bringing to this party. I am such a nerdy white girl. I look like if I got the clap, it would be offbeat. Let me tell you a little about myself. I am married, if you couldn't tell from how I've given up. And my husband, he is so trustworthy. The other day he called to ask if it was okay for him to have lunch with his coworkers at Hooters. Isn't that adorable? I was like, sweetie, you don't need my permission. I don't care if you window shop. Plus, I don't really feel threatened because I know Hooters girls aren't your type. And he goes, okay, thanks. Hey, just out of curiosity, is there anywhere I could go where you would feel threatened? And I said, you know how I don't let you have a library card? Girls like me were a dime a dozen over at your local branch. Any couples here tonight? Clap it up. All right, all right. Has this ever happened to you? You go to bed angry with your partner over something, but then you wake up the next morning and forget, just for a second, but it's long enough for you to accidentally say something nice. Then you've got to walk it back, you know, flip it around into something hostile. You're like, oh, good morning, dear.
Oh, no, I don't like you.
Dear leader, what kind of yogurt am I allowed to buy today, Kim Jong-un? It is better than the alternative, though. Like, I have some single friends, and they know I'm married, so sometimes they'll ask for advice. Sometimes I wish they would ask for advice. Like, there's this one girl, the guy she's seeing now is a monster. So I wrote a song for her to try to help her identify some of those red flags for herself. He always shows up 20 minutes late, makes rude comments about your weight, never pays for his half of the date, that's a red flag. Refuses to put the toilet seat down when you need him, he never seems to be around, he's not allowed near any playground, that's a red flag. Don't worry, this isn't going where you think it is. You try to cheer him up to no avail, gets all angry and he thrashes his tail, his body's covered in reptilian scales, that's a red flag.
Red flag.
makes a date, but then he doesn't show. He made other plans, but he never let you know. Instead, he's out destroying Tokyo. That's a red flag. Red flag. There's one more verse if you still don't get it. He always leaves his laundry on the floor, tears up all the neighborhood stores, spends all his time with Mothra and Ghidorah. That's a red flag. Red flag. Your sex life has become a bit vanilla. The Japanese would say that he's a killer. Girl, wake up, you're dating Godzilla. That's a red flag. A red flag. Red flag. I have found, though, that marriage is just an extended game of chicken over who's gonna refill the soap dispenser. Because it starts getting low, we give each other those side glances, till eventually I'm in the bathroom like, chick, damn it. Last time I got so annoyed, I confronted him about it. I said, hey, how come you never refill the soap dispenser? And he goes, what are you talking about? And folks, in that moment, I learned something. I was the only one playing this game. Guys, that's how I learned my husband doesn't wash his hands. I have to put a disclaimer on that joke. He actually does wash his hands. I ran this bit by him and he objected to it, which is weird because I also regularly do a bit where I talk about how I enjoy making love in reverse cowgirl so I can imagine other people during sex, but soap dispenser. That's the line. He goes, Heather, I wish you wouldn't do that joke because I do wash my hands and I don't want people to think otherwise. Couldn't you change it so it's about something else, like the toilet paper roll? So guys,
oh God,
that's how I learned my husband doesn't wipe his ass. Ma'am, can you come on the road with me? You're awesome.
Yes, Lord.
Probably not the best time to mention this, but I'm a teacher. Who let that happen, right? It's weird because people have this unconscious assumption they make that teachers are always mentally healthy, well-adjusted people. Like this past year at back to school night, a mom was telling me all about her son who's on the autism spectrum, and she goes, now, you'd probably never understand this, but he does this thing called masking, where he'll imitate the facial expression for the emotion he thinks he's supposed to be feeling, so that he blends in with the other kids. You may not even realize anything's wrong. And I went, wow, that's so surprising. For the last 13 years, I've taught middle school math. Yeah, that ooh was the right reaction. That's only if you're a middle school teacher will you understand what it's like to be called a dumbass by a 13-year-old who you just taught to use a paper clip. And kids these days are getting so specifically mean. Like I was chaperoning a football game and 2 of my math students were sitting in the bleachers just making fun of all the coaches. One of them went, look at Mr. Smith. His legs are way too short for his body. And the other one goes, yeah, he's so unproportional. So I heard that and I rushed over. I was like, oh my God, Ashley, you know what proportional means. I am such a good teacher. Now, I think my coworkers can kind of tell that I was over it this year because one of them made a New Year's resolution for me. She gave me a blank gratitude journal and she put a sticky note on the cover that said, to help you stay more positive, which is really the nicest way you could tell someone you're a miserable human, please change. I've always been kind of negative though with a lot of things in life, like you guys ever get phone calls from telemarketers? Yeah, so annoying, right? And I know most people just hang up without an explanation, but I think that's a little rude. I want to be polite, you know? So I wrote this song to explain to them exactly why I'm hanging up, and it goes like this. Hello? Oh, I'm so sorry. It's just that I'd rather go skydiving with a parachute made out of Swiss cheese. I'd rather let Derek Jeter take a baseball bat to both of my knees. I'd rather give myself 1,000 watch the director's cut of Moulin Rouge with a group of theater kids. These are all things I'd rather do than keep talking to you. I'd rather go out ballroom dancing with a semi-truck. I'd rather fight 100 duck-sized horses and a horse-sized duck. I'd rather take a spinning class on a seatless bike. I'd rather go out every evening and bomb at an open mic. These are all things I'd rather do than keep talking to you. Get dressed in the dark, go swimming with sharks, touch a wet shower curtain, listen to Linkin Park, go into work sick, exfoliate with a brick, drive on 95, accidentally like an ex's pic, thumbtacks where I'm gonna sit, root canal from a Brit, marathon of YouTube ads, Christian metal mosh pit, still all things I'd rather do than keep, hello? Are you still there? Guys, they hung up on me. I'm trying to be a better person, though. I'm also trying to take better care of myself. Like, I have this friend who swears by that high pH diet. All she drinks is alkaline water. She's so basic. But it's hard to eat right, though, because, like, I love candy bars. Clap it up if your favorite candy bar is a Snickers. Okay, yeah, they're normally the loud ones. Like, Snickers people are the same people when they go to a buffet, refuse to get a salad because it's a waste of room. You know? You're up there with your plate like, all right, I got a pork chop, some prime rib, a chicken leg. I guess I need some kind of vegetable. Ah, here we go. Popcorn shrimp. Yep. Snickers people like to get their money's worth. I respect that. What about a Heath bar? Anybody ever eaten a Heath bar before? Yes, they're right here in the green. What's your name? Ken, you've eaten a Heath bar? Ken, you're lying. You know how I know? You'd still be eating it. They are so hard to eat. It's like trying to chew a cracker wrapped in flex tape. You think you finally finished it, half of it still stuck to your tooth? The slogan for Heath Bar is Heath Bar. It's English toffee. And that's gotta be the slogan because anybody who bites into one goes, what the hell is this? I'm sorry. Woof, 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 woof. Last one, what about an Almond Joy? Any Almond Joy fans? Oh, ma'am, you can get right out of here with your Almond Joy. Here's the thing, Mounds, I like Mounds. I respect Mounds. Mounds know what they are. But Almond Joy is like the toxic masculinity of candy bars. Come on, man. You know, goes around thinking it's special just because it has 2 little nuts. So candy bars are one of the things I'm trying to give up. Do you guys remember last year when Snoop Dogg had posted on social media that he was giving up smoke? You guys remember? And it inspired me so much. I wrote a song about all the unhealthy habits I have that I was going to try to give up. And then I learned a couple days later it was just a viral marketing campaign so Snoop could sell fire pits. And I was like, that's cool. I had about as much intention of following through with my stuff. So this song is called Giving Up. I'm giving up going outside in the summer without wearing any sunscreen. I'm giving up listening to music that sounds like a broken washing machine. I'm giving up analyzing conversations right before I go to bed and obsessing whether people hate me and all the things I should have said. I'm giving up. Giving up. I'm giving up skipping out on the dentist just because I'm too cheap. I'm giving up drinking coffee at 9 p.m. Then at 10 going, why can't I sleep? I'm giving up eating Chex Mix for dinner whenever I'm too lazy to cook. I'm giving up doing weird shit at open mics and being sad when I don't get booked. I'm giving up. Giving up. I'm giving up patronizing Goodwill whenever I need new clothes. I'm giving up stealing chord progressions from the counting crows. I'm giving up writing songs of listicles, cause it's easier than writing a joke. I'm giving up all these bad habits, just like Snoop Dogg's giving up smoke. It's just a marketing ploy to sell you stuff. Buy my merch so I don't go broke. I'm giving up capitalism, just like Snoop Dogg's giving up also capitalism and smoke. I like to travel, you guys. A few years ago I went up to New York. One of the things I wanted to do there was go on a ghost tour of Ellis Island. I thought that'd be really cool, but I made a mistake when I was filling out the sign-up form, and I ended up touring Staten Island instead. Rudest ghosts you've ever met. The first stop on the tour, one of them went, "Hey, what are you all looking at? Beat it, I'm haunting over here." A few minutes later, I saw another ghost, and he was just standing there going, "Boo, boo, boo." And I was like, wow, I didn't realize ghosts actually said boo. And the tour guide goes, no, sometimes they just get stuck in a loop of the last thing they remember doing, and that guy died at a Yankees Sox game. I was reading the NPR website the other day because, look at me, of course I was. And they had this article about how scientists have used measurements to determine that electrons are, quote, very round. I don't know when we started body shaming subatomic particles. I just think it's very negative. I was thinking about Spider-Man the other day. This is the part of the set where there's no transitions and I just shoved it all at the end, I'm sorry. I was thinking about Spider-Man and I started wondering, do you think spiders have their own superhero called Man-Spider? You know, by day he does normal spider stuff like crawl around and eat bugs, but by night, he sits in a home office and makes spreadsheets. Maybe he gets bored, starts to surf the web. I'll wait for it. Thank you. Does a little drunk shopping on Amazon, but he's got to hide it from his wife because, you know, she'd bite his head off. I was going to wrap up with one more song. This is, I've been trying to keep things pretty clean. My album, like Mu said, is coming out next month. You can follow me at HA Joyce Comedy on Instagram for some more info on that. This is one of the dirty songs that's going to be on it. This song is called I Like My Sexual Partners Like I Like My. And I know it sounds like it's going to be dirty and cheap and hack, and it is.
Let's go.
But I tried to elevate it by writing each verse from a different person's perspective. The first verse is about my own personal preferences. It's called, I like my sexual partners like I like my Starbucks. Tall and skinny, that's the dream. Also nice, covered in whipped cream. But no matter how often I play this game, they're always yelling out someone else's name. This verse is from the perspective of a friend of mine who prefers the company of women. It's called, I like my sexual partners like I like my KFC all-you-can-eat special. Thighs and breasts, ain't it something? I'm impressed, they can keep it coming. Look at that spread, it's so crazy that there could be so much gravy. There's one more verse and it's from my husband's point of view, so it's about me. It's called, I like my sexual partners like I like my novellas, you know, like the miniature novels. Short and flat, minimal drama, heavily influenced by Franz Kafka. Doesn't say much, but still fitting and easy to finish in one sitting. So I wrote that song, but it still felt like there was something missing, and I realized that thing was an audience connection. So I'm gonna do one more quick verse, and I'd like your input. If you'd be so kind as to fill in the blank. I like my sexual partners like I like my... Bacon, okay. This is, I like my sexual partners like I like my bacon. reasonably priced at Publix. Thank you.
Keep it going for Heather Joyce, ladies and gentlemen. Album is dropping in 1 month. H.A. Joyce. You got a name of the album? Come and get it, nerds. That's a good title. We are almost towards the end of the Positive Vibes Only Comedy Festival for Mental Health Awareness. Give it up to yourselves for being here. All right, don't forget we got free stuff for you. Okay, I see some people grab some things. Please make sure you get a bag before you go. Before we bring out our last 3 headliners, I'm gonna bring out some spoken word artists. How many of y'all like spoken words? All right, say word. Hey, listen, poets, honestly, are just like stand-up comedians that actually went to therapy. It's almost the same thing, but they dealt with their trauma, you know what I mean? So it's good. And also, these poets I'm bringing up here, they have ways to help you with therapeutic, they got the therapeutic value. So the first guy, he works from, he'll tell you where he works and what he does in Powerful Words Online, which he use spoken word to help. He'll explain it better. The next poet, she got For Lack of Better Words, which does therapeutic writing. And then my poet after that, I don't know, he can tell you his story. He can help you if you want to be off the grid and you don't know who the hell to call. You can call the third poet that's going to come up. But I'm going to let the first poet introduce the next 2 poets, and I'm going to get the hell up out the way. Y'all ready? All right, y'all put your hands together for the one, the only, Eric Dugan.
All right, how y'all doing? So I'm gonna do this poem to the Bob Marley track. That's okay, say word. All right, cool. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna tell you just 1 second. So a little bit about myself. I'm a spoken word artist and a lot of other things, and I'll get into that a little bit later, and I get to introduce the next 2 poets. So us spoken word artists, it's okay if you want to snap your fingers. Can someone demonstrate? Because I don't know how to snap my fingers. All right, cool. Or you can react in other ways. Ooh. Someone say ooh. Or ah. You know, any which way. So we love when y'all react, so feel free to do that. So I'm gonna get into my first poem. I'm gonna do it to a Bob Marley track. If that's okay, say cool. Alright, go ahead. Alright, so the title of this poem is called The Greatness of a Bipolar Mind. I was diagnosed bipolar about 20 years ago, and this is my response to doctors or anyone else that labeled me. You define me manic, depressive, or bipolar. You label me restless, unhinged, unbalanced, out of touch, delusional, hopeless, sad, and with suicidal thoughts. With this list that you compiled, how am I to be positive? If I listen to what you say I am, I will fight to merely exist, like in a group home or day program, or fighting to survive in a psych ward, or worse, I will cease to exist. If I believe what you say, you will profit as my genius stays tucked away, my gift lost in the large sea of labels. Society will knock me down with uppercuts more wicked than Mike Tyson. How do I get off this canvas if I listen to you tell me that I'm ill, not equal to, not as good as you? Nowhere in that DSM-5 will I find the benefits of my mind. But I know better than to listen to you. My mind is elevated beyond your comprehension. I know you don't understand this, but my mind is not ill. It is my gift from God. And if you want to get in touch with the if you want to get in touch with the Creator, then get in touch with us diagnosed. Spend a day looking past our madness and into our messages. Connect with our creative minds that God uses to inspire and educate through paintings, poems, musical masterpieces, and every other art form. We, the diagnosed, we're the teachers. Let us remind you like a Beethoven composition or a Hemingway novel. Let us help you travel inside the wisdom of Isaac Newton or witness the genius of Van Gogh. Let us paint a picture, expose you to a different type of world, a world that is more than, more beautiful, more grand, more true. Our minds are not ill. You should know it is impossible to read the benefits of the mind without reaping the struggles of the mind. Like yin and yang, we are brilliance and insanity, creation and destruction, We are the uniqueness that existed before time. And we feel pain that this existence has been left behind. And yes, sometimes this world gets the best of us, we lose all control. But when we live the right lifestyle, we become the greatness our minds were designed to be when we don't let you confine us in these little tiny boxes. Thank you, appreciate it. Cool. All right, cool. So I got one more poem. That's okay, say word. So a little bit about myself. I mentioned I was diagnosed bipolar, and obviously if you were listening to the poem, I don't think I'm ill, but I did have to do a lot of stuff to self-care and take care of myself and all the things we're trying to talk about with comedy and also for mental health, right? So I went on to be a mental health professional, a social worker, a social justice activist, motivational speaker, and in my full-time job, I'm the director of community housing at Home Again, where we help the homeless find permanent housing. That's okay, say word. So that's kind of what you can do. Thank you, I appreciate it. That's kind of when you have, like, you know, whatever people labeled you with, or you have your mental health challenges, that's not the end. You can go on to do amazing things, right? If that's okay, say word. All right, cool. So I got one more, because the other thing that's important about mental health is laughing, which is why we're here to, you know, laugh, right? So give it up to all the comedians that got on the stage already. I mad respect the comedians, because it's hard to get up here. I mean, I think it's harder, honestly, as a comedian, well, maybe because I'm not a comedian, to come up here and try to make people laugh. So my next poem is a little silly. I'm gonna try my best as a spoken word artist, not a comedian, to be a little funny. If that's okay, say cool. All right. So I got a question before I get started. Raise your hand if you've had roommates that you did not want. Everyone that did raise their hands, I think you're lying. Because I think we've all had roommates we didn't want. Some of y'all may be here today with roommates you don't want, I don't know. So this is my story about the roommates that I didn't want. It all started with me signing a lease a little too fast. I was in a bind. I needed a place to live and I needed it quick. So I checked the first apartment in my price range. Outside appearance was nice. The model was perfectly staged. I saw no warning signs, so I signed the lease. They gave me the keys to number 104. I used them keys to unlock the door. When I got inside, I looked down at the carpet and that motherfucker was staring at me. That dirty, nasty little critter lying on his back, feet crossed, he winked at me with a crooked eye and said, "We got you, sucker." Now, I knew what it was. A year's worth of get backs and take backs, but I was an optimist, so I used my broom to dust that one in the trash can and I let out a sigh of relief. A few more days passed, I still saw no more. But that's until Friday night came. See, everybody knows, and I learned that Friday night is when the bugs start jumping. So after a night out of town, I got back to my crib and I thought I heard a noise from inside the neighbor's door. Now, I soon realized it was coming from my number 104. Now, it sounded like they were spitting records, but memory serves me, those bugs were spitting. A-lottie-dottie. A-lottie-dottie. A-lottie-dottie, we like to party, we don't cause trouble, we don't bother nobody. We're just the roaches in the house, and when we rock the house, we rock the house. What? I had to give credit where credit is due, but some of those lyrics, they're just not true. See, causing trouble is their whole existence, so I went in to stop this madness, and I became a witness. These bugs were getting down with it. They were grinding on the wall, doing the left side on the floor. One was on the mic, and one was on the ones and twos, and the rest, they were hanging from the ceiling. Oh, hell no. This was all out war. So I let out the smoke bombs, hoping to come back to nothing alive, but when I returned, these critters had multiplied. Now, sure, they had casualties, but I had lost the war. So I decided to make peace with them. And we signed a treaty. Now, they agreed in the treaty I'd be free from them in a day, and if I had company, they would stay the hell away. But I already know they couldn't be trusted. See, I was out on this date with this fine lady having the time of my life. Got back to my crib with her, got on the couch, I went in for a kiss, and that's when my plans went amiss. See, out of the corner of my eye, those bugs were playing peekaboo. Now, I tried my best to avert her attention, but she saw what I saw. One black dot crawling across the wall. She put up her hands and screamed. Like Mario Andretti, she left there in a heartbeat. Left skid marks from the crib to the street. I probably don't need to tell you this, but that was my last guess in that spot. After that, I ran for the next place to live. Life lessons is how it goes. I know to leave the exterminating to the pros. Thank you, appreciate it. All right, cool. So I'm gonna get out your way and I'm gonna bring up the next amazing poet, storyteller. In my opinion, she's when it comes to workshops, she's the one that the workshop you want to be in. She is the best by far, in my opinion, of running workshops. She's also a host of an open mic at Resist Bookstores and a whole lot of other things. She has a blog she's been doing for 10 years. It's known beyond America. There's people in other countries checking out her blog. But after all that, more than that, she is one of my best friends in Richmond, and I appreciate her so much because she is an amazing person, even more than just being an artist. So give it up for Paula G, also known as Paula Akin Wale.
What up, Brambly? Oh, okay. Y'all responding like you don't like me. Let me try it again. I said, what's up, Brambly? Friends? Yes, all right. I'm going to do a quick poem for you, and then we're going to do something a little interactive that I hope you'll try with me. As Eric mentioned, my name is Paula G. Akin Wale. I have been a poet and spoken word artist for many years. The last 10 years or so, I began to teach poetry therapeutically and creatively for two reasons. One, because I was going through some SHIT and needed to talk about it and write about it and share about it. And two, I couldn't afford a traditional therapist, so I always had paper and pen, right? I can always pull something out and write it down. And it actually saves you money because when you know what your issues are, we don't gotta spend those first few sessions figuring it out. I just go into the therapy session like, I got daddy issues, let's just start from there. So some of the things I do, I have a book called You, which is a book of writing prompts that is all based around getting you to write about yourself. I also have journals and poetry books and all of those type of fun things. So if you'd like to follow me, it's PG Artistry everywhere. Eric mentioned my blog is www.lackofbetter.com. It is an internationally recognized blog celebrating 10 years this year. So woo-hoo for me. Having ADHD and doing something for 10 years straight, that's like really amazing. So I'm proud of myself. All right, if y'all ready to hear this poem, say word. Word. All right, this is a true story about a real thing that happened, and I wrote about it. The lady at Wawa says I'm cute. I say, aw, thanks. She asks me where I got my overalls. I tell her, Shein, obviously. She says she's afraid to wear something like that, something that will accentuate her belly, afraid people will ask her if she's pregnant, afraid people will call her brave instead of cute. I smile, I thank her, and I remind her, you can always set those people on fire. She laughs uncomfortably, but I'm serious. See, my belly, it's bigger than hers, and I didn't even notice or appreciate when it was flatter, but now, after having consumed my childhood fears and barbecue chicken pizza, tasted every emotion I felt like ice cream apologies and beard batter better days, I weigh this, my depression, set me uninterrupted for 1 year in a dark cave, so now my belly, she sticks out, even under peplums, pushes past t-shirt fabric and peeks out like Mr. Sun coming out to play. It hangs over my belt and I play games. I tuck it, strap it, fold it, bop it, and when it grows, I release it. At dinner tables even, my belly, it has streets from being traveled, potholes and speed bumps along the highway. My son plays bongos on my boobs and the bass on my belly. He hugs it like he remembers his first home. My husband kisses it in appreciation for all it's been through. Saw me almost die trying to bring life from my belly, and my other children not survive life in my belly, and the gallbladder removal which crippled me for months. So when the girl at Wawa says she's afraid people will ask her if she's pregnant, I tell her I have two. My stomach housed them like midnight prayer service, held them so fiercely that the imprints of their kicks are still etched into my stomach walls. It's been nailed shut now, but there's a window at the edge of my belly where my children climb out of. If they ask you if you're pregnant, I say before you are, while you are, after you gave your body to get those children here, know that you can wear whatever you want to.
No, that's right.
Overalls that put your belly on display with 2 buttons and a whistle, bells and whistles and glaring objectivity, or crop tops that show the map and the road you travel. But if it's a day where you prefer to have not been asked about your body and you just want to be in peace, you can grab gasoline, a lighter, and a match and set that rude, hungry bastard on fire. They can't mind your business while they're busy putting out flames. Or, as the girl at the next counter says while ringing up a customer who appears to love her belly too, you can always run the mother effers over with your car. Look at your stretch marks now. Thank you. True story. Not all the stuff that happened, but she just asked about my belly, and I was like, girl, it's the one body I got. I'm not about to cover it up. It's hot out here. All right, so I want to do something a little interactive. As I mentioned, I do therapeutic creative writing. I do it everywhere from elementary schools. I teach at Cultural Roots Homeschool Co-op. I've done classes with the colleges, University of Richmond, VCU. I also do private events with families. So often families who don't want to do traditional therapy will do a writing session together where the rule is grandma is not allowed to comment after you write your piece. She just got to hear what you got to say, and she's not allowed to say nothing. Now after the event is over, I can't stop it if y'all in that same house, but at least in that moment, I'm going to give you the space to share what you want to share. So if I can have 3 brave volunteers, and there will be a prize for whoever'd like to volunteer. Adults, please. I got one over there. I got somebody right here in the black and white, and all in the back, I see your hand. The 3 of you can come up. Yes, yellow, I saw you. Yellow, gray, black and white. The people who raised their hands, yep. Come on up. You can come on up this side. Yeah, come on all the way up on stage. All right, so what we're gonna do is a little bit of a activity in which we're going to go one by one, just the 3 of you. I'm gonna start with the phrase, and the next person has to pick up the phrase, and you say whatever is in your mind, and we'll see where it goes. So I'm gonna start by saying, I opened the door, and out came a lion. And the next person says, I opened the lion, and out came this. And the next person goes from there. Now mind you, it could be absolutely anything. It could be metaphorical, it could be literal, it could be a concept, it could be a construct. Just the first thing that pops out of your mind is what came out of the last thing. And we'll see where we go, okay? Y'all brave enough? You heard the rules? Okay. Okay, so we're gonna say, I'm gonna start by saying I opened up the door and out came something. And you're gonna pick it up and say, I opened up that thing and out came something else. So whatever pops. Yeah, we're gonna, and it can be anything you want. Metaphorical, concept, spiritual, all of those things. No? I'm like, come on, please be brave. This is a free session. Normally you should pay a lot for this. No, I'm kidding. That's right. Okay, so let's start. I opened up the door and out came my heart.
I opened up my heart and out came love.
I opened up my heart and out came. I opened up love and out came fear.
Okay.
I opened up fear and then came courage.
Okay.
I opened up courage and out came a lion.
All right. All right.
I opened up a lion and out came a friend.
Okay.
I opened up a friend and out came family.
Oh.
I opened up family and out came thunder.
All right.
I opened up thunder and out came new beginnings.
Thank you so much, volunteers. All right, so what you win, I have a collection of what I like to call adult stickers. They're not appropriate, don't put them on your work computer, but they're all therapeutic based, and I'd like you to win one. So we'll do this off stage. Thank you so much. So next up, I'd like to introduce the next poet for you. This wonderful, amazing poet just happens to be really important to me because he's my father-in-law. He's also the host father, which the host is my husband, just so you know that makes sense, by the way. He is an actor, a poet, an activist, a writer. He's going to tell you a little bit of his story. Please show some love to Larry Akin Smith.
Richmond, Virginia. I ain't gonna tell you nothing about me. But I am going to give you a love sandwich. I'm going to say a love poem, then I'm going to put some meat in the middle, and I'm going to close with a poem that's about love. I'm going to be quick and I'm going to get out of here because I know there's some comedians ready to come on up here. Corner of the mind. I think it's time to reveal a corner of the mind. There are positives and negatives, both in life we find. It's not possible to accept everything you see. So pick up on the positives and negate negativity. Love has a working definition, and I think of it often too. Your actions are your eternal words, and they always will be in the corner of the mind for all time to see.
Okay.
This next one I wrote while I was sitting in McDonald's. Fast food. Fast food, fast food. How do they make it so fast? Fast food, how do they make it last? Artificial color, artificial taste, trying to make my body an artificial place.
Okay.
BHA, BHT, additives and poisons, artificial flavor, lies on the labels, camouflage that poison. Boysenberries, grapes and cherries, vegetables and meat, milk and eggs, cakes and breads, tasting good and sweet. Take your time and make up your mind because we are just what we eat and drink. Who would think that it really makes a difference anyway? Well, everything makes a difference. Anyway, what I'd like to say is check out closely in this day all that we do. And don't be surprised when someone tries to make a fool of you. Lies, lies, lies. How do they tell them so fast? Lies, lies, lies. How do they make them last? Corruption in the media. Can't believe Wikipedia. Commercialized information at its best. Profits before principles. The lies seem to be invincible. Can we ever get out of this mess? Test the theory and don't get weary. Dig deep and find truth and respect. And don't be surprised when you uncover the lies that were meant to keep us all in check. Slaves, slaves, slaves. How do they make them so fast? Slavery, slavery, slavery. How do they make it last? Artificial culture, artificial education, artificial history about an artificial nation. Prices going up, I tell you, quality's going down. Artificial progress is the sound. Who would think that it really makes a difference anyway? Well, everything makes a difference. Anyway, what I will say is check out closely in this day all that we do. And don't be surprised when someone tries to pull the wool right over you. I can feel you because I love you. I hear your note and it's a beautiful key. The music of your life sounds so good to me. I see the lights inside you shine. That smile of yours lights up my mind. You gave me love and energized my soul. The power therein I will forever hold. You gave me truth for all time to see. And now life is no longer a mystery. Thank you.
Y'all keep that love going for Larry, Akin Smith, Paula G, Akin Wole, and Eric D. Hosting the poetry portion. My wife came up there like, oh yeah, I am the host's wife, by the way. She would let everybody, yeah, yo man, I won't go try to get no coochie, guy. Tell everybody. She be making sure everybody know, God. If I was, you messed it up. No, that shit crazy. Like, cause she think, you know how like you see something in somebody and you think everybody see that, and she like, you so funny, you might try to laugh these women like, she think I'm so funny, you might just sleep with me after the festival. I'm not that funny, am I?
No, we good.
I like an honest woman. Alright, we gonna keep this thing going. We done made it to the headliner side of the festival. Are you excited? Awesome. Alright, we got 3 nationally touring. Actually, one of them is worldwide touring. I saw her on Instagram from like London or Ireland or somewhere, like really doing it big. But we is homies, so they is here tonight, straight from the 804 and be rapping it till they can't no more. But this set is going to be hosted by another showrunner. He's actually only been in America for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I was like, yeah, man, come on, you know, cause I was telling him, I was like, I love Mexicans and shit. He was like, I'm from Iraq. I was like, I don't care what part of Mexico you from. I'm just glad you here. You know what I mean? I'm showing love to everybody. We inclusive. This is RVA. RVA, y'all don't know, that just means Richmond but easily offended, so be careful. But no, he's a really, really good dude, very ambitious guy, a hard worker, does things the right way, and I know he's gonna make it, man. And he's gonna host the headlining set. He also hosts a monthly show called Class Act Comedy, which is perfect because he's a class act comedian. And that's once a month at the Reveler. And you can learn more about that at Comedy RVA. Say it with me, y'all. Comedy RVA. One more time. Comedy RVA. One more time. Comedy RVA. All right, look, keep that energy up and start clapping right now for your host, Sami Tamimi.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep it going for Mu Cuzzo! Hell yeah, man. My name is Sami. I'm really happy to be here. I know what you guys are thinking. Why is the vape shop guy here? And I'm on break. I like that the black people are laughing at that one. How y'all doing? Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Question for the audience. Have you guys been having fun, or has this been like a waterboarding? Be honest. Fun? Fun, right? This has been fun. Make some noise if you've been having fun. Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. That's awesome. I have a question for the crowd. Make some noise if you've met an Arab person before. Whoa. I've never met an Arab person before because I'm Chinese. That sometimes works. Anyway, I just got back from Ohio. I was doing comedy yesterday. I just got back from Ohio and I was staying in a very small town called Westchester. I don't know if there's any Ohio fans here. But I was staying in a very small town, and I hate small American towns, you know? Because I remember we showed up at 9 o'clock, I wanted to get chips. Everything was closed. I wake up the next morning, I want to get breakfast, it's 9 a.m. Everything's closed. So I just started fighting homeless people. And I got my ass beat every single time. I just wanted to feel something. Here's the thing, man. I love foreigners. They're my favorite race. Miss, thank you, you're the life of this party. I love foreigners. I was in Washington, D.C. one time. That's the capital of this country. I was in Washington, D.C., and I ordered an Uber, right? A brand new Uber shows up. Brand new, right? I go inside, and it's an older Ethiopian man in a suit. And I love seeing immigrants doing well, right? So I was having, this is awesome, you know. Not even 1 minute into the ride, the guy goes, "This job very hard. No one tip. Women no tip, Asian no tip, black no tip. You tip?" I said, "I'm black."
No tip.
Like, I love immigrants, I'm just not gonna support them financially. This is fun, man. This is fun. I love cats. With that being said, I think that men that like cats are a really weird group of people. Make some noise if you guys like cats. This is a cat audience. Awesome. This is cool. Yeah, of course she likes cats. She's got 8 of them. Anyway, so I love cats, man. I was at an animal shelter one time, and I saw this beautiful small kitten named Sami. And my name is Sami, so I thought that was really cute, you know? So I took Sami out of the cage, I picked him up, I, cradled him with one arm, he was really small, and I put him to my ear, and I was like, wow, this is a really cute cat, right? And I put him back, and I was contemplating about getting him. Then, somebody else walks in and takes Sami. Yeah, I was really devastated. I was sad, I left the SPCA, and I walked to the parking lot and punched that kid. Then I took Sami home and smoked a cigarette. I don't even like cigarettes, guys. They're just really fun after beating a child. By the way, guys, these are just jokes. I didn't actually take the cat, I wanted that kid to remember my face every time he saw Sami. See, I'm a good person. I go to church like Mu Cuzzo. Mu Cuzzo hasn't been in church in 20 years. Man, I have been exploring fashion for my cat. So I got her a hijab. But I wasn't sure how she felt about it, so I also got her a yarmulke. It's Trump written in the back. But the yarmulke was too big on her head, so it just looked like one of those Vietnamese hats. Look, guys, I realize I just like looking at her bald ass head. This is fun. When I moved to America, so I moved to America 7 years ago, not 3 weeks. I moved to America to a very small town in Harrisonburg called Harrisonburg. Anybody know this town? Very small town, right? I remember I lived with a host family. You guys know what that is, right? I remember I show up to their house, big house, right? They looked like, I thought they were Tony Soprano from the South. I drop my bags and I walk into their living room. And man, right in front of me was this ginormous painting of Robert E. Lee, your supreme leader. And I was 18 years old. I had no idea who he was. I was like, is that your Saddam Hussein? That pissed off a lot of the elder whites, just like you guys right now. That pissed off the elder white named Jim. Jim was a nice fella, had a bow tie. He was very pissed off. He's like, well, Robert is better than Saddam. He's our spiritual leader. So naturally, I started praying to Robert E. Lee.
Oh, damn.
And then they started praying to Robert E. Lee. Guys, look, I understand that my host family is a little racist and they're Southern, but at least they're Muslim now. That's like a win for me. Look, guys, you're not gonna agree on this, but a racist Muslim is basically a good person. This is fun, guys. We'll wait for the Zoloft to kick in, and we have a whole lineup of headliners coming from all over. Ladies and gentlemen, your next headliner has been performing all over the country. Please give a very warm welcome for Reno!
Yeah! What the hell is that? I didn't know if that was jazz or salsa. I was like, oh, okay. Something. What's poppin', y'all? How y'all doing? Woo, shout out to the people in the back. Hey! They think that's the VIP section. They don't want to be. What up, dog? I can barely hear you.
Who been out here the longest? Y'all been out here since 5 o'clock? Anybody been out here? Okay. Y'all some troopers, boy. Y'all got, you done turned a whole different color. You dark skinned now. You got your tan on. I like this, man. I wish y'all had some vegan options at these little things. Huh? Anybody else vegan? Shout out to vegan, make some noise. Yeah, I got no strength. That's cool. I don't like how people be treating vegans. I don't like that. Like, I hate being the only vegan in the group. They act like I just brought a toddler to a stripper party. I don't like how they do me. They real passive with it. Like, what you mean? I mean, I eat healthy, that's all. You know what I'm saying? I sit down, I order my food. I hate when I say, when you ask what's the ingredients, people act like you ask for extra homework or something. Like, I'm like, yo, what's in there? Oh my God. God damn. He want to know what's in the food. Oh, don't you? I want to die on my terms, you know what I'm saying? They started tripping, man. I asked for water, they got mad. They was like, what you want to drink? I said water. They said, oh my God, he drank water. I'm like, you know, I ain't drink water in months. I was like, that's why you got kidney failure. Your body finna lock up. You pissing Mountain Dew. Get some water in your system. I ain't the problem. I like this, man. My career going up. You see this? Everybody here to see me. No. That's what you gotta tell yourself. Self-motivation. Oh man. Shout out to Dick. I'm ready for my kids to go back to school. I don't know about y'all. Yes. Send them back. They should have went back in May. Send them back. I hate that the teachers can send the kids home when they get suspended from school. My kids are suspended from home. Go back to school. Like, they need to find a teacher to go to. I don't care no more. Like, I'm not in first grade. I don't care. Go learn something. They need some classwork or something. They done Kings to Me and me to death. I got a season pass to Kings to Me. I thought it was a good idea. No, it is not. It is not. When you a kid, Kings to Me is so fun. It is lit in there. When you older, you realize you got flat feet. You ain't supposed to be doing all this walking. My arches was hurt. I was like, y'all want to go to Kings to Me again? I need a hoverboard if I'm gonna do this. They Kings to Me and me to death. Especially as a kid. One thing is, as a kid, you don't got to pay for nothing. This is the best time of my life. My kids think I got all the money. They think I can buy 2 employees and take them home. Dad can afford everything. We taking that roller coaster home. Go home, pack it up, pack it up. My God. They want everything. They want the food, the drinks, the light, the cotton candy. Then they don't eat it all. That's what make me even madder. They need cotton candy and more cotton candy in my back seat than in their stomach. I hate that. Let me get the funnel cake, powder all over my car. I get pulled over, they think I'm dealing dope. Like, hey, it's crack. Oh, yeah, that's crack. That's cocaine. Yeah.
No, that's sugar.
That is all sugar. Talking about all the stuff they want. I hate that damn place. I realized I stopped liking Kings to Me when I started seeing stuff that I shouldn't be charged on my season pass for. It's certain rides that shouldn't count towards my whole total. Like, it's a ride they got called the Grizzly. I don't know if y'all seen that thing. Oh my God. First of all, the Grizzly is made of all wood. You don't even realize till you get at the top that the only thing that's holding that ride together is they're gonna duct tape, sticks, chewing gum, band-aids. Like, that joint be, oh my, it is so rough on your body. Like, it's just doing all of this. I'm like, I didn't ask for this. I asked for a good time, not to be assaulted. Like, who do I go to press charges on a roller coaster? How do I do that? Where is security? That ride hit me. Where is security? I ain't going, man. I had the worst headache. I felt like somebody just put me in a headlock for 20 minutes. I couldn't believe I sat there and waited in line for that. Like that Ryan finna whoop your ass. I don't care. I'm next. I'm next. Unhand me.
Now.
Some people having flashbacks. They don't want to chuckle. Head still hurt. I don't like that junk. They got another ride called the Intimidator in the back. I don't like that one either. Do you love it? That ride is disrespectful. Let me tell you. It got a drop on there that'll clear your memory. You're like, where was I? I know I was somewhere. What the hell? It's disrespectful. That ride made me pass out in front of my child. I was a grown man. I could make rules until I was on that ride. And I didn't even realize I passed out until we was walking past where they do the pictures that they show your face. They showed my face, I was dead. Everybody around me having a good time. Ah! I'm like, my child had her finger under my nose trying to see if her father was alive. Like that was. And then I don't like the fact my daughter wouldn't stop talking about that. She was like, my daddy died on that ride right there. You see that one? The one that go like this? My dad died right with a whoop. Daddy dead. Oh, he alive. She kept on talking to strangers. I'm like, they don't need to know our business. You ain't getting that picture. I know that much. You ain't getting that picture. In fact, delete all these. Ain't nobody have a good time with that. I'm back there pushing buttons on the other side. Delete all this. I ain't playing. I don't like Kings of Men. One thing that messed me up the most is like when you go to Kings of Men, like you about to get on a ride and you realize the person who doing the ride got an attitude. I don't like that at all. Yeah. I need somebody who worried about my safety. You know what I mean? I like the corny dude. Like, are you ready to ride? Make some noise. Put your hands in the air. I don't want the person like, hey man, get y'all ass on this ride. I'm like, hold up. They need to work on the fries or something. They need to be in the bumper cars. I ain't about that action, you know what I'm saying? I know one dude got on the ride, he was like, hey man, my thing ain't coming down. He said, all right, see you at the end. I said, of his life? God damn. Trying to kill the man. I need somebody who cares. Hold my hand. Let me know you love me. What's your zodiac sign? Let me know that. I don't like that. Yeah, man. My kids is growing up. My son graduated from high school. We going to actually we moving in this weekend. He going to college. He going to Virginia State. Shout out to him. Yeah. My boy got a full ride too. Yeah. He knew his daddy was broke. I couldn't afford a page. I said, you're going to have to step it up, son. You got to be smart or you going to DeVry. YouTube University. I was like, yes. I was nervous though, man. My son actually started off in special needs classes. He did. It was crazy because his special was like he just had speech issues. He did, yeah, it ain't nothing wrong with that. The problem was he was in classes with people who had like worse, they had more difficult, let me say that, they had more difficult disabilities, and he had problems making friends because he couldn't talk, and they annoyed everybody. It was crazy. He kept trying to make a friend with the kid who was biting people though. That's why I was like, I don't know. What's wrong, baby? Yeah. The dude kept biting them, and he just kept going over there like, I was like, bro, like, get your words together so you keep pissing them off. The thing was, like, the kid, he was in a wheelchair, and his battery was always low. I was like, just stay away from the sockets. You know what I'm saying? You won't get bit. You can't charge up to follow you.
I'm not supposed to be laughing.
All right, I lost a couple of people there. All right.
You got people with special kids out here. Don't do
I
that.
love my boy. You are. So you know, he was all right though. That's my boy.
Look what?
I said, so what?
They funny.
All right.
They funny.
I love it though, man. Oh man. Any weed smokers out here? Anybody?
Woo woo. Yeah, woo woo.
Some people don't want to admit it.
Oh man, ain't no but $25 pound.
It's legal, yeah, it's legal.
$25 to you. Give it to me.
She said $25. Hold on, who your dealer? Come here, come talk to me. 25. $25. No, I had to stop though. I ain't gonna lie. I had to draw back from smoking. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I try to do it as a mental thing, but I start getting unproductively high. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ever smoke so much you feel like you put a whole day in a blunt and just like, you're like, did I smoke Saturday?
No,
like, what the?
I'm a functioning addict.
I was unproductive. Oh no, it ain't young. I was unproductive. I had stuff to do and I ain't do it. That's what happened. I just get too high. I had to draw back. I tried something called tincture weed one time. I don't know if y'all know what that is. That's where they make the weed into a liquid. Okay. Yeah. You cool, but I ain't purchasing. Tincture weed is different. Let me tell you. First of all, my issue was the person who I bought it for looked like he was about to die in the next 30 minutes. I should have never did it. He was like, man, this joint, it's good. I ain't even take that much. I was like, sir, you look like you took all of it. Like, I was like, give me some though, give me some. He gave me some. What he did was he put it in my water. I had some water. And I was drinking the water. And let me tell y'all, I never had cotton mouth from a glass of water, but this is... And the way it hit me, it just hit me, and I didn't realize it was hitting me. So I know I was high, but I knew I was thirsty, and I just kept on drinking, and I was drinking, and then now I realized I was high when I started looking back, and I was like, okay, I know I'm high, but they don't think I'm high, but as long as they don't say nothing, and I don't say nothing, we just gonna keep this level right here. We gonna keep guessing. The problem was I was sitting here looking at them like I was trying to read a book from 3 miles away. Like I was, my eyes was so small. Like, yeah, I'm cool. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I was done. I told myself I wasn't gonna do that no more because I had tried a gummy one time. I tried a weed gummy, and I don't know if you know anything about edibles. The problem with edibles is edibles come to work when they want to. They are unreliable. Edibles act like they got PTO. That's what happens. Like, you know what? I ain't coming in today. I got hours. No, you don't. The party is tonight. Oh my God. I went to a comedy show. When I was at the comedy show, they gave everybody the gummy. And they was like, look, y'all can take it if y'all want to. I was like, you know what? I never do comedy under the influence. Let me try one time. I was in D.C. I was like, let me try one time. Finna ball out.
Oh, Lord.
Man, I took the gummy. That thing ain't kicking about 3 hours later when I was on my way home from D.C. Let me tell y'all. This was the longest ride from D.C. ever. I think I drove past Africa twice. Like, I was like, when did they put Zimbabwe in Fredericksburg? I was like, wait a minute. God dang. Here's the part that really made me twisted. I had a dash cam. I saw me do this. I was so high, I was performing for myself. Like I was the comedian and the crowd. And I ain't telling no jokes, I just kept introducing myself. I was like, come into the stage. I ain't saying no jokes, I just kept saying stuff I saw on the street. I'm like, come into the stage. Left signal, turn it to the right. Boy, you know you can't drive. Come into the stage. You driving off the side of the road. Come into the stage. I saw this on my dash cam. I thought it was over, right? I got close to home. I went to turn the radio, and I heard that white noise. Shh, the AM hit. Shh, I thought they wanted an encore. I said, coming back to the stage by popular demand. Just swerving. Lit. I needed help that day. Oh. My brother introduced me to something called CBD. I don't know if y'all know that. That's weed for the working man. That's weed for the... She got tincture weed. That's why she said that don't work. I do the real stuff, thank you. I don't like the way he introduced it to me. Cause he told me, he said he was going through some stuff. So I was like, bro, come over and let's talk. You know, I think that a lot of times men won't really talk about our feelings and what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let's sit here and have a discussion. So we started talking, and then he broke out what I thought was weed, but it was like CBD. Like, I thought it was weed, though. I was like, oh, snap, because I didn't know he smoked. He didn't know I smoked. I was like, oh, my God. Like, bro, whoa, like, we having a moment. Yeah, let's bond. Let me tell y'all, we was probably like 50 blunts in. I was like, bro, what is this? My chest hurt. He's like CBD. I said, this is practice weed, maybe marijuana, diet dope. What in the... I'm like, this is training weed. Like, sir, I can look on YouTube if I'm trying to figure it out. A little bit about me though, I drive Lyft. I'm an Uber Lyft driver. Anybody else? Round of applause. Okay, all right. Okay, it's a real job. Y'all can listen. Y'all in denial out here. I see Uber stickers all in that parking lot. Somebody else do it. Uber, Lyft. I think I saw a taxi cab too. Somebody else picking people up. Yeah, it is. People act like it ain't a real job. I don't want to say nothing. We don't got no benefits. One lady told me, you ain't got no 401k. I was like, you don't either. You don't even have a job. So. Yeah. Finna drop you off at home. One thing I don't like about it though, is I don't like I realize that people be like, I ain't realize how bad some people be stinking. Like, I ain't realized that. Like, it's a difference between funky outside and funky in the Nissan Sentra. You know what I'm saying? That's close quarters funk. That joint real. It's undeniable. I went to pick this one dude up and he started coming to my car. You ever seen somebody who look like they stink and you start holding your breath trying to practice not dying a little bit? Like, you like... Every day. I'm taking many puffs. I'm like, I will not die in this car. Like, that'll not be the end of my story. This dude jumped in the car and that funk started immediately. Do you hear me? Yes. I was like, God dang. And I know you can smell if you smell. He act like he ain't smell what the hell I smell. So instead of sitting back in the car, he up on my backseat trying to make a friend. How's your day going? I'm like, horrible. Sit back. You done turned my Nissan Sentra into a gas chamber. What the hell just happened? Is this fear factor? I don't even want the money. Let's end the show now. Let's end the show. Alright. I got time for one more? Alright. I seen the light. He was like flashing that joint like, come on now. No. I don't like picking up people when like they try to put me in their drama though. I don't like that. Like when I be driving. Like this how it is. Like when people get in your car and they start like having little disagreements or arguing and then they try to temperature check me. Like they be like, whatever, I don't care. And they be like, well, you ain't gonna sit here and argue in front of this Uber driver and now I gotta act like I wasn't paying attention the whole time. Like they was getting right to the good part. They would just start talking about his bald-headed mama and now I got to turn up Beyonce. Oh, single ladies like I'm interested. I hate that. One dude got in my car, his energy was completely off. Like I'm big on energy. I could tell if your energy is like not there. And so this dude got in my car, his energy is way off. Like somebody kept calling his phone, he kept hanging up. He was like, don't call me, boom, hung in the phone, boom. I was like, oh my God, like, you know, I ain't nosy or nothing, but I need to know if somebody about to start shooting in my car, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to know these things. So I'm like, sir, you good? He said, yeah, and he's like, he started telling me what happened. So basically, he just caught his girl cheating. Yeah. He went in the house, and long story short, he went in the room and caught her. And the guy ran out the house butt naked. And I was like, yo, that's crazy. And he was like, yeah, but thank God you got here so fast because we can still catch him. I said, we? No. I said, if he ain't running to this address on his app, we ain't catching nobody today. First of all, if you think I'm chasing a naked man around Richmond, you got me messed up, P. Diddy. This ain't what I was. Can't stop, won't stop. Right? You going to your mama house, right? Second thing, if you think I'm gonna do a naked man hunt for $3, you really got me twisted. This ain't that kind of party. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get on up out of here. And listen, if y'all have Instagram, can y'all please follow me? Please. You said try? All right, let me see. I'm a comedian. It's Remo, R-E-M-O. All right. She got that Samsung Galaxy, I see. That's a good phone. I hate how how Apple people be hating on the Android people. I don't like how you. I said, chill out. All right, the government tracking you now. Don't think it's just your people. them blue messages come from somewhere. That's the police. All right. It's Remo, R-E-M-O _ M-I-L-L-Z. You got it? R-E-M-O _ M-I-L-L-Z, man. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all, man.
Hey, give it up for Remo, everybody. Are you guys having fun? Still having fun? That's awesome. Because your next performer, she performs all over the world.